Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
Fade in.
When it comes to fans, it is a fan's right to have whatever opinion they want to have.
But guys, can't we just love everything Star Wars? It's all great. Touch me, please.
But I also hate you a little because you go and make it your business to try to make fun or try to get in. Yes, exactly. Half-breed putting her crotch in my face.
Bella Downsy fingered Dora the Explorer on HBO.
Well, we're talking about people who have serious sexual orientation and gender identity problems. And I'm not talking, and when I say sexual orientation, I don't mean, a dude who likes a dude and a chick who likes a chick. We're talking about people who think that they're non-binary and they don't know how to play with their holes and shit like that.
Oh,
so, Jesus Christ.
Jurassic Park didn't eat more out of Lilo's pie.
Fuck.
Stop touching my penis. Stop doing that. I did not consent to this type of touching. Stop it. It's wrong.
Bella Ramsey's non-binary, though, so the Hollywood
Shut up!
Reporter isn't
That is an
respecting
ugly
her
little
identity.
woman with the face of a mongoloid. Okay? That's what she is.
She does look like a changeling.
He's a she. He's a she. He's a she.
Listen, I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. The only reason the world hasn't probably imploded is because of porn. Because you take away the porn, World War IV happens. We're going to skip over World War III. We're going right to World War IV. All right? We need release. We need relaxation. We need things. Whatever scratches your itch, whatever gets you going, whatever gets a rise out of you. As long as you keep it to yourself and you're not hurting anybody else, especially kids, more power too. I don't care if you're a goddamn furry. I just want to see it. But people need their release to stay calm, to stay relaxed. All right? You take that away, enjoy an actual revolution where people of all sides don't agree on anything, will come together and say, no, I'm not living under this world where I can't touch myself. All right? No, this is the reality we live in. It's just there. And as long as nobody's getting hurt, everybody's having a good time. Just because you are either a frigid or an erectile dysfunctional is not a problem that I care about. All right?
And he starts making Superman and bastardizes it, and they're like, oh my God, please come in my mouth.
Oh my.
You are... That's it. Burn that one down. Okay, hang on.
I'm not on camera, though.
Yeah, but it's not going to stop me. I'm still jerking off in front of my console.
The Legend of Korra took a diarrhea in my mouth and then told me to chew it, swallow it, vomit it, and then eat it again. Yo, you let the joint hit the back of your throat. Have you no shame?
I'm gonna
tickle that itch.
Tickle that itch. That makes the itch worse, though.
Wait, what? Tickle that itch?
You guys not heard that phrase before? That's a real phrase.
Tickle
I swear.
that itch?
Yes.
Okay, I'm writing this one down.
Write that down. Tickle that itch.
It's not just scratching it. You're tantalizing it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay.
You heard that, fat boy? We got to tickle our itches now.
Yeah. Tickle that Star Wars itch by doing this other franchise.
I always said scratch that itch.
Scratch that itch. Yeah.
Get that satisfaction of oh yeah.
You hear that, fat boy?
Tickle that itch.
Tickle that itch.
He's laughing.
Damn, getting kinky on us.
Tickle that itch, fat boy.
You've been he's been back on Ballbusters. It's affected.
Oh yeah, he's been getting corrupted.
The degeneracy is here.
And you think that anybody that says something otherwise is the racist? You crack-filled, heroin-smoking, porch monkey, white smoke, chocolate-eating moron. You're the racist.
Impressive. Most impressive.
I'd work with Haley Atwell every day.
But
with two hands even.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to see movies!
And these tool bags wouldn't know quality if it walked up and motorboated them. Because, you're going to motorboat quality.
Wait, what?
Quality boobs. You want to motorboat quality boobs.
There we go. All better now. Man, titties are the greatest things on earth.
Howdy, all. Welcome back to the round table where we're strange. I make no argument about that. The things get said, they get written down, recorded, and I put them in clip reels like that. It happens. Whoa. I swear to God, these fucking spam calls. These goddamn spam calls. And I can't turn my phone off because what if my mom needs to call me? I can't turn it off. I need to have it on. When
It was a great ringtone, though.
Oh,
I do appreciate that.
Oh, it's the best. It's my universal ringtone. No, but still, they keep happening, and it's the stupidest fishing crab. Hi, we've noticed you've taken interest in your loan thing. I ain't taking no loans. I got enough loans to sink the Titanic right now. I don't got another loan. Oh, hi, we've noticed that your 50% reduction for your phone service gone. I ain't getting no 50% reduction on my phone bill. What am I? You think I look at my bill every month when I pay it? What are you, stupid? Do these people think I'm going to be suckered by their fishing crab? And the phone tells me spam risk. Then they leave a voicemail. Hi, this is Paul. I noticed that you. Shut up! It's retarded. It's dumb. It's stupid. And I'm sick of it. It's nuts. For the longest time, the whole spam bot thing didn't happen. Suddenly, in the past month, it's over and over. And they're hi. I'll read you what it says here. I'm going to read what it says to you. Hello. Hi, this is Paul Johnson. Hope you're doing well. I want to give you some update today. This is Paul. I saw you're interested in the personal loan.
Yeah, some company sold your personal data.
Probably.
That's why it's kicking up.
Interest. There's no interest. I don't know. I never answer it. It's all bots. When it says hi, and then it says hi. My name is Paul. This is Paul. It's a bot. It's an AI bot. That's what it is.
No, boomers do fall for it, and they know that boomers do.
Those are the people who have no connection to reality. Dre, are you getting a lot of spam calls lately?
I've been getting spam calls since 1999. Things have not slowed down whatsoever.
Okay. Mine is increased. Because it just happened right now. We start the stream. It starts ringing. All right. Well, to the show. We'll get back to the out of nowhere 5-minute rant. Congratulations, spammer. I was saving that one for a different stream, but it happened live. So, of course, we'd yell about it. All right. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the round table where things happened in the past week. I saved some of them for day because you've been noticing the channel, I really took most of last week off. I shut it down, continue my little mini break, and I'm better for it either way. Anyway, let's say hi to everybody. Hi, Jed. You've had a busy week.
I've had a very busy week. Yes, I started my new job on Monday. I've had to travel all over the state. Got to do some more traveling for our conference this next week, but it's been wonderful. And I really come to appreciate these streams, these breaks from normal reality to tickle all my itches with my bros from other hoes. So it's great to
do not include me in your itch tickling. No.
Wait. What hoes are involved? That's the real question.
I don't know. I don't know any hoes.
Oh my.
I don't know.
Bros from other hoes. Like brother from another mother.
Not how that works.
We're mixing metaphors here. It's getting weird.
It's the
Great.
same metaphor, just said
Not
differently.
even
No, no, Dre, it's getting weird. Getting weird.
That ain't take long.
How you doing?
I am okay. This has been a very bizarre week for me. Bittersweet. I finished my DS9 run, so it's bittersweet. Finished DS9, so I'm happy that I went through it again. That was really, really great. I binge watched Invincible season 4.
How you feeling about that?
It's entertaining.
Okay, because you're old school. You read the whole thing, and
yeah.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of changes, whatever. And
I have a question for you.
It's okay.
I have a question for you. How do you feel? Because I checked out after season 1, and I'm not going back. But I've noticed since season 1 a dramatic drop in the animation quality.
Yeah, it has dropped. Because I'm pretty sure it's because the budget is ballooning, and Amazon finally realizes that these don't make money, and now Amazon has ads now, so I don't even really watch anything on Amazon. Back when they were like Amazon Prime Video, like if you have Prime, you can watch the videos. That was where I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm excited to watch this stuff. But now that everything has ads, because Amazon finally realized that these junks don't make money, and daggone was that Rings of Power cost $172 trillion, and there's been no recoup whatsoever. So the quality has to be cut because there's no money. There's no money in this.
And the problem is, I've seen the clips. I'm not watching it, but I'm on X, so the clips constantly come my way.
Yep.
From an animation standpoint, it looks so flat. It doesn't look dynamic.
It's not dynamic at all, and they took a lot of this is an American anime, obviously.
Yeah.
But they've taken a lot more from old school anime of hard cuts, focusing on somebody's head, looking at the back of somebody's head while they're talking. Like they're taking a lot of
the
those
old school shortcuts. Yeah.
Yep, old school shortcuts to save money. Now I think now you can see where some of the money went in some of the more dynamic scenes of the show, like when Conquest and Invincible are fighting, and that's really, really intense. They do a really, really good job with that. But a lot of it, I enjoy it, but it's a lesser product than the comics, obviously. But there is some stuff coming up, and there's some
the certain assault scene.
Yes,
I know is
now
coming up.
That is supposed to. Now that is a very pivotal scene of the entire comic run. And if it is dismissed next season, which I think it will be,
you think? That was my next question.
They
think they're going to?
No way.
They're going to skip over Anissa and the assault on Mark.
Oh yeah, I think this is going to be skipped.
If they do that, the show's done. If they skip it,
I believe that they're going to rework it as him and Eve break up, and then he gets with Anissa or something. There's no way that they're about to depict a woman essaying a man in modern day television. So there's no way that's going to be depicted. It's either going to be skipped completely and not addressed, and he's not going to have his son. Like, there's going to be something. There's going to be some weirdo, wacko stuff for it to happen.
I am very interested in if they're going to do that because, like I said, I may have dipped out of season 1, but I did my research on the whole thing, so I know the events of the timeline, and I know it's very pivotal.
It's a very pivotal scene of the entire comic series. Literally, that moment, pretty much parries into the rest of the Invincible arc. Literally, it's maybe the most pivotal moment in the comics. So, I strongly doubt they're going to go that direction, and it's going to be a real shame. Now, if they actually had the balls to actually do it, I will be absolutely shocked.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll come back in next year because this ain't coming out until next year.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it for what it is. It's not terrific or anything, but I enjoyed it for what it is. Also, I had a little bit of time on my hand. Daredevil, whatever. The less I speak about that, the better.
The important question is Invincible still better than The Boys?
Absolutely better than The Boys. Absolutely. 110%. Nobody's watching The Boys because that show has been garbage for the last 4 seasons. So yeah.
The only thing they're marketing off of for boys that I've seen is the Supernatural reunion this week. That's what they've been talking about for all of season 5.
Jed, Eric Kripke said, I can't do this anymore because it's parroting our reality too closely.
Jesus
with like
Christ,
the
yeah. I mean, let's just be happy we're doing our show today without anything horrible having happened last night.
I agree. I agree with that 110%. So only thing else outside of stomaching Daredevil for another week, because I hate myself, because this was supposed to be the Jessica Jones episode, and man, they took some liberties, man. And I'm just trying to get through. I'm just powering my way through this show. I'm just powering my way through.
I know how it feels.
It's not. I mean, it was nice to see Kristen Ritter again, and and
I always like her. I don't dislike her as an actress.
But they're taking a lot of liberties. They're taking a lot of liberties with her character that I don't like, and of course the story makes no sense. Still, nothing makes any sense in this show. So I'm just like, hey, do I get a good action set piece? I got a good action set piece. So I'm like, all right, hooray! But the story's garbage. And what else did I do? Oh, right.
What?
I had a little time on my hands, and the good Captain Jack delivered up to the point the Mall series. I've caught up to that.
Ew.
That is trash.
Thank you.
Thank
you. What did I tell you?
Best thing in Disney Star Wars besides Andor.
What did I, Dre?
That is.
I wasn't lying last week, was I? I wasn't lying.
Bad stuff, man.
I told you it was crap, wasn't it?
That was rough.
Yeah, I told you.
That
we're gonna touch on that again a little bit this week.
Show.
Yeah, to what we talked about.
Show is not good. Now, granted, I like the fact that Sam's getting his check. He's earning his check, and I like him. I like him being in Star Wars. Let me be like,
I never disregard anybody. Make your money. Go ahead and make your money. Just don't tell me it's raining and piss on my face.
Exactly. No. And now he's trying to push to have a Star Killer show or whatever. Like, look, that's his bread and butter, and I love me some Star Killer, but I do not want to see it depicted on any level because you're going to get it wrong.
Well, here's the problem.
But
Star Killer's story arc messes with their version of the birth of the Rebel Alliance.
It sure does.
That cannot gel with Andor.
Exactly, at all. So therefore, it's either they're going to retcon, which more than likely they'll retcon how Star Killer, his story, or you retcon Andor, which will be nice, but God knows they're not doing that. So, this has been an interesting week for me for sure. But it's been a lot more mediocre to trash. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But it's productive, I guess.
You had a couple highs and lows there. It sounds like.
Oh yes, American. Yeah, thank you, Alvin.
Yeah,
American,
the fart cloud. They make the fart cloud be some sort of badass.
And this is my problem, as we talked about last week. Once I know how everything ends, all of this stuff is moot.
We know how the fart cloud dies. Ahsoka in a very lame lightsaber duel on some whack ass planet cuts him, and he just farts out his suit.
It just none of like.
But he's the most powerful Inquisitor, Dre.
It's garbage. And once again, as you made your point last week and actually bore witness to it, why is the Empire not here?
Thank you. So Dre,
the robot snitches is when the Empire shows up. Like, what are we talking about?
Dre, I was right in their thing. Is the Empire is sitting back and waiting to be called in?
Yeah,
that's not how it works.
That's not how a totalitarianistic government functions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was right in everything I said last week. I was right.
The whole thing was an embarrassment. And let's just say it's true. Let's just say that's how this new
user-friendly
government
empire
functions.
User-friendly empire.
Yeah, user-friendly empire. Ain't that the best way to put it?
Yeah.
Why would it listen to a robot without getting any information from who's in charge? They're not going to contact the chief of police. They're not going to contact the governor. They're not going to contact the mayor.
Clankers are not high up in the trustworthy scale in the Star Wars universe.
So the robot is like, we need help. And so therefore the government now shows up because a robot snitched. What are we talking about? I'm like, yo, just stop making Star Wars content. Just stop.
Oh, please. But they're not. We're gonna get into that.
So bad.
They aren't, and they keep trying to tell us it's all great. Anyway, hi, Dragon Lady.
I'm doing all right. Yeah, just a quiet week for me, really. Nothing much happened. That's about it.
Well, you better thank the old gods and the new. Shoot.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I hid out in Crimson Desert most of the week, so I'm actually okay. I was very happy. Jed, I found something new this morning. I found
What'd you
something.
find?
Okay, so last night I was on Dermy stream last night, hanging out, and at the end of it, I remember I told you about you probably know it on a particular Abyss Nexus pathway. It stops, and there's a 3-light bridge, and one of the lights around it says you must complete this before you go through. I found the third one.
You did.
I found it. Because I went back to check on it, and they must have updated the game because it said you must complete the root rock to do this.
Their hints of been getting a little bit more robust.
Well, I probably would have found the root rock anyway because I had gone by it, and I would have gone back to investigate. So I had gone by it in another adventure, and I went back, and it's actually a wind engine, and there's a puzzle to figure out to turn it on. Last night, I was too tired, and the parts in my brain weren't clicking. So I came back this morning and I looked at it from literally a more macro view, and I figured out the puzzle. I turned it on and it unlocked the quest to a Nexus. The problem is I had to go back, and that particular Nexus island, you got to float there. You can't and of course there's a boss there. So next stream, we're starting with a boss fight.
Hell yeah.
I ran right through the fight zone. Because it said there was a boss was going to be there, but I thought where I landed, but no, I ran right through, just get the teleporter pad so I could leave if I wanted to, if I did find something. But no, it's a boss. It's a giant rockworm boss.
Okay. I haven't found the boss, but I finished all those puzzles that you're talking about.
Yeah, so this one, and when you look in the map, it connects two different pathways. It's right there. It's grayed out. So that's the only way to get. There's no other way to get there. That's how you get there. If you have enough stamina, you can float right in it, grab on, climb up, and there we go. So yeah,
the focus flying boost is great.
Actually, I did
you've
the glide.
really played around with it.
Yeah, I have, but I did the glide because I didn't want to make sure I overshot it. So I did the nice easy glide. I have so much stamina, and I from my murder sprees, I've collected a lot of extra stamina pots to waste. So I had plenty of stamina pots just to make sure I made. But I made it, climbed up, like, oh, here we go. There is the boss right here. Don't got to do anything else. Get to the pad. Save, come back later. So I've got 2 boss fights next week. Next time we play.
Hell yeah.
I got
There's
that
a lot
one.
of bosses in this game.
I've cleared about 70% of them at this point, it looks like. Because they show you in each zone who are all on the knowledge tree where they are. And I got another one called this dude who has the Warthog blaster in the jungle. So I gotta go out. So I got 2 bosses to start next week. And I still gotta start chapter 8.
I have a moon boss to take out next. That's the next big one I have to do. But this new update, there's a feature in it that I didn't know was part of this update, and it's made me so happy. It's my favorite thing to come out of any update since the beginning. They moved the pickup loot button from X to Y. Because X was your jump, and you hold it down to pick things up, and that was just a bitch.
Square is still my pickup. They moved it. Mine is still, or they have the option to move it. Because
no, they just automatically moved it for me on my Xbox controller. My jump.
It must be a
item button.
It must be an Xbox controller thing. Because my jump button is still the pickup button. Yeah, that's annoying.
It can get a little awkward if you haven't quite highlighted an item yet. The thing pops up. Hey, pick it up. You hold it, but you.
I would prefer it if mine was X and not square. I would prefer that. But anyway, all right, that's enough Crimson Desert talk. We got a show for you. We're sort of good and warmed up. We got a show for you today. We are going to talk some more Disney Star Wars just because of a retarded story that came out this week. And now that Dre has seen Maul Shadow Lord, he has the full context of what I'm going to bring back up, and we have articles to prove it and reactions. And I pissed off a Stan, which got me motivated. And we have that news. Yeah, well, they actually replied to me, though. They engaged with me and said, I'm the one pushing negativity when they're the one race baiting in their statement. So I'm whatever. Anyway, so we'll get to that. I do want to talk. All right, question is, have we any of us played Pragmata? No. But
I want to now, but
the discussion
is taking my soul.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, but I haven't played it yet. Someday maybe. I'm not gonna throw it out there. Not that I'm not interested. It's just I can only do one game at a time, and I'm not gonna drop $60 on a game that maybe only has about 15 to 20 hours of story. I'm not going to do that. But I might play it in the future, or if somebody says, here, we're going to make you play it now. It happens. Point is, but I still think there's a story to be talked about with Pragmata's Discourse and what it means, not only from the cultural impact it's had, but also Capcom's got a couple winners on their hands right now. They're moving units, and they're making games that are not DEI. So we'll look at that. We'll have a look at that. And then, of course, very quietly, they dropped the first Clayface teaser trailer for Clayface. And I made some statements, and I stand by them. But overall, it came out, and it fell flat on its face, essentially. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares. And that movie's coming out in October already. And the DCU enthusiasm in general is flatlined. We are 2 months away from Supergirl. Does anybody care? No. And we have box office. Little hee movie came out and doing very well on top of other stuff. But we have one warm up. Dre did happen to mention it in his rant about how Amazon has thrown a lot of money.
Oh no.
It's thrown a lot of money at a certain show, and we got the announcement: Rings of Power Season 3 this year.
I thought we had another year.
Has to be stopped, please.
This year. It doesn't say what month, but I'm going to assume it's going to be September because that's when they like.
It's been pretty consistent. September.
They like to drop this show in September. So
on the death of Tolkien's, the anniversary of Tolkien's death, they really like to post it then.
Yeah, well, they used to because who knows why now? But now probably because that's the month it drops in. So we got Rings of Power. Hollywood Reporter officially announced it this week. After we had our discussion a couple weeks ago, we're getting this season. Will they keep going? They say Bezos loves it no matter what. So, but here it is, Jed. Warner Country's coming back.
It's coming back, so it'll be good for us. But even as a billionaire, you only have so much money, and this is multiple billions of dollars thrown down the drain. If this were a normal TV show that might in its entire run cost, like back in the day, 20 years ago, maybe $200 million for a 5-season run for a really big show. And I'm exaggerating on that. But if a billionaire wanted to have a pet project like that, that's not going to hit his bank account. But after 5 seasons, this is going to get above $2 billion probably.
It's already above $2 billion, I think.
I was trying to be a little conservative with those numbers, but yeah, probably over $2 billion at this point. I know Bezos has more money than God, but at a certain point when billions are on the table, you got to make some good financial decisions or you won't be a billionaire for long. This is insanity.
So we thought when we talked about this a few weeks ago, we thought they were hiding this for another year because they would do it, but no. They got to put it out. It'll have time skip, even though in this show it's kind of pointless with the way they fucked up the events. And it'll probably be another 8 episodes because they can't even get 10 episodes out of this shit.
No,
8 episodes.
Too much work.
Question is, do you think they're going to do another double episode premiere? I hope not. That one hurts.
Probably. Amazon really likes doing those double episode premieres for their live action stuff. So I'm still expecting that.
I hate it because it's torturous from a review perspective because you have to then do, especially at least the way I do my reviews, that's 2 full reviews and I have to take an extra couple days to get it done. So I lag behind on one of them and I hate that. And they're probably going to have it released. Well, actually, who knows what day they're going to release it. They've never had it on a specific day. They moved it around past 2 seasons, but I'm ready for it. Let it burn down.
9 rings of men, because that's what I think. Season 3 is going to be the 9 rings. Season 4 is the 1 ring, and then season 5 is the Battle of the Last Alliance.
Yeah,
which these events that we're talking about should span 2,000 years.
It's
but they're going to span 3 years, 5 years, because the seal door can't grow up too much.
Well, remember they have the long-lived, but even then they don't live thousands of years. They just live hundreds of years.
Isildur should only be in his 60s, I think. Like he's not Aragorn old.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is,
I might be wrong. I'm not
the blood of they are Numenorians, so the long-lived blood is strong in them. By the time it gets down to Aragorn, it's thinned out. Aragorn,
it's true,
can still live to be over 100, and wasn't showing it at 80, but it's not Numenorians, I believe, and we don't have one of our Tolkien specialists here, but Numenorians could live a couple hundred years, no problem. But now they didn't live thousands of years. They're not immortal like elves.
God, no.
No. So the crunch at the timeline was already apparent. They're going to have to do. I mean, they still have to squeeze in the fall of Numenor now.
That's still got to happen. That's probably this season because they were setting up a lot.
Well, they set it up last
one.
season with the
Muriel.
whole and
with Karl Marx taking over Numenor.
Yeah. So they set it all up.
And you're ready for an orc main character?
I know that's going to happen. Original orc main character is going to have an adventure with Galadriel.
Because they decided that orcs are a metaphor for black people, so they need to show them in a nuanced light, and they're being taken advantage of by Sauron.
Yeah. But remember when the orcs were all white?
I know, in season one, they were all white.
Oh, this show's a disaster, but we're gonna be here for it. I'm okay with this because I'm in the mood to review it and shit on it. Because
between Lanterns and Mordor Country, your channel's gonna be doing great this
They're
summer.
gonna bump up against you. That's all probably August, September. So, and if Lanterns goes 10 episodes, which I think it's gonna go 10 episodes, even if HBO does a double episode premiere, which they don't usually do, they drop a one premiere. So that's good. These are going to be side by side. I just hope they're not on the same
for a couple
day.
weeks, kind of like House of the Dragon, Rings of Power did their first season.
Yeah,
we got it. We got to know
this is going to be different, though. This could be different. No, I mean in terms of HBO. Remember, we had House of the Dragon overlapping Rings of Power, and it kicked its ass. Lanterns ain't going to be kicking nobody's ass.
I predict that neither of them are really going to show up on the Nielsen, so we won't know who's kicking whose ass.
Well, you know what I mean, though. I mean,
yeah. If we got the real numbers, Rings of Power will probably beat Lanterns. You're right, but I want to know, Dre, what would need to be done for you to randomly watch the season finale? No context.
Money.
That's usually how it works.
That's usually how it works.
I guess that's about it. Money. I have absolutely no investment in this. And just from being on the outside looking in, like if this was my first exposure to Tolkien's work, I'd be turned off from even going back to reading the books. You know, I wouldn't watch this if someone was going to blow my kneecap off. Like I don't.
Ow.
I have literally no desire or whatever. Like this is a nothing burger of a show. It's cost Amazon so much money that now I get commercials when I'm watching Invincible. I'm like, bro, like this. What was the point of this?
We don't know anymore. We don't know. I mean, they lie to you. They say multiple times, smash hit. This thing is one of the biggest disasters in streaming television.
It's a disaster.
In the modern day.
It cost hundreds of millions, probably $1 billion at this point, if not more.
More.
And
they've confirmed $1 billion after the first 2 seasons. They actually admitted it.
That's disgusting. So, okay, this show has cost $1 billion. It has brought in no viewers to justify its existence.
None.
And it's made no money for Amazon. When Amazon
it can't.
It's like we've talked ad nauseum about the streaming problem, 110%. But all the same, Amazon played with house money and lost it. That's crazy work. The company that makes a 50 trillion gajillion billion dollars a day can no longer afford to have their streaming service without ads. That's how
because streaming doesn't make money. We've talked about it repeatedly.
At all. And you keep green lighting this crap that no one's watching except for those that are trying to critique it. There are no fans of this.
No. But they'll pretend to be that, but you'll have the pretend fans come out of the woodworks in about 4 months.
They're going to thirst for that orc. They absolutely will.
I will pay. I will bet even money. Yes, somebody's going to go. Yeah, that orc.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
he's tasty. Yeah, it's
that needs to be clipped.
Yeah, I just realized that. I realized
35 minutes.
Yeah, I realized I did a thing there. I did a thing.
Tasty orc.
Yeah, tasty orc. Anyway, but yeah, this whole thing it's a giant disaster. And the fact that, and listen, I have predicted they pull the parachute, the escape hatch after this season, but we talked about it a few weeks ago. Bezos apparently says it's protected and it'll keep going all the way to season 5. At this point, I'll be happy to be wrong because I want to see this thing be such trash, such utter trash.
It's a decade's worth of content for you.
Yeah, I mean, they take 2 years per season to make it. I mean, good Lord. So I both want to be right, but I'll also take the L. Because, Jay, you said this the other day. We're going to talk about it in a minute when we go to box office. This is so far the year of where we've been wrong on some things, but we're kind of okay with being wrong on some of these results because we've overestimated. We didn't underestimate. We overestimated. And if you're going to be wrong, it's better to be wrong with overestimation because you say, well, hey, I just I thought I had more positive energy and looks like it's not as great as I thought it was. There you go. Because we were wrong with Avatar. And hey, we were happy to be wrong with that one.
I was wrong about Project Hail Mary.
Yeah.
I thought it would really struggle to even break even. I was thinking 350 to 400. Glad to be wrong about that.
Yeah, because here we are, box office. Project Mary crossed $600 million.
Over 100 million in profit right now.
And hey, profit is real profit. I mean, that's good profit and good word of mouth. And I'm sure, and that all because now they delayed that digital release.
They delayed the digital release, and they also confirmed it will be out on physical media before digital.
Wait. Oh, good. Oh, that's good news.
I'm going to be getting it on Blu-ray.
That's original business mentality. Put it in your hand. Put it in the hands first, then put it on digital.
Yes, this is how you do it.
How you make
Streaming
money.
services make a ton of sense when they're just old catalogs, stuff that is hard to get your hands on, and it's convenient. That way it can justify its low price.
Oh, do you know what is the streaming service that makes the most money?
Tubi.
Tubi's making jillions of dollars.
Tubi.
Yeah,
it's got good content.
It took the original Netflix model and added terrestrial television ads. That's what they did.
Yeah,
and
and they're
you
making
don't even need an account.
You don't need an account at all. Yeah. So even if you're not physically watching it, they're still making money.
And I say this every time this comes up. That is what my mom watches. I don't have to feed her television anymore. It's like, Adam, is there anything good to watch? I don't know. I could try and find you something. No, she just watches shit over and over again. She got fed some sort of British cop show that she found, something like that.
She's getting into some classic Doctor Who, maybe.
She's looking to do it that. She watches foreign films. They got a whole foreign film selection in there from all kinds of countries that she's enjoyed. It's like she's surprised that certain countries are making good foreign films again. So she gets her fix, and I don't got to do shit. I don't got to feed her a show anymore. I have unless she wants to borrow one of my collections for her for a yearly watch. I don't have to give her anything to watch anymore. She is perfectly happy on her own power. She's got her own algorithm because I have her logged in on an account there so that it keeps her algorithm. And it just feeds her movie and TV shows one after another. She just watched that show, the old USA Lawyer show that isn't Suits, Damages. She burned through all 5 of those seasons in a month, watching a little bit of time. So she gets all these shows. She watched it. She's perfectly happy. And I love it. And she doesn't know about the she doesn't care about the commercials. When she doesn't care. She mutes it. She mutes it for a few seconds and then she unmutes it.
Yeah, if it's free, I don't care about commercials either.
And what they're doing with Project Hail Mary is brilliant. Release that joint on physical media. Give it at least a few weeks or whatever. Release that joint on physical media. Make money. Then put it on streaming.
They'll make another $100 million in physical media sales.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, it's going to be in theaters for another month, I think. And then physical and then digital.
So this is probably going to walk across $700 million at this point. It'll walk across that
and then that would be extremely profitable.
Yeah.
It would be extremely profitable with, of course, physical media sales back when Jesus was paying attention.
All right, so let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. People have been saying for a long time, physical media is dead. They're going to phase it out.
They're liars.
I think we're seeing a return to physical media. Those of us that have been proponents of it, saying buy it, we put our money where our mouths are. I think it's coming back. I think it's having a return to power because people want to own this shit.
Well, there have actually been studies made recently, and it said that Gen Z, I know we make fun of Gen Z all the time, even me, a member of Gen Z, they're the ones spending the most money on physical media by generation right now. And they're keeping theaters alive. There's this big push in this generation to go back to more what they call a retro style of doing things. So the new generation is trying to go back to the era of physical media. And I think the only reason physical media is dead or believed to be for so long is because of the false convenience of streaming services. If more movies did this, everyone would be getting physical media for the stuff that they really liked, and then just dealing with the streaming service for the older stuff or stuff that they don't really care about, want to check out. And you'd see a massive resurgence of physical media. It's the fact that they come out as soon as they're out of theaters on streaming. It's like, oh, you know what? I don't want to go out to the store, order on the line. Let me just turn it on 2 seconds of work.
You say that
damages the movie and the experience.
Dre, back in the day, it was 3 months after the theaters where we got it on a DVD or VHS.
You had to wait. You had to sit there with your fingers twiddling.
Created the hunger.
And then there was a big marketing push. Out on DVD. Out on VHS.
Way long enough to miss
or you go to Blockbuster and you hope you get there in time before the 50 copies are yanked off the shelf for renting. Only Dre could understand this because he was there. The disappointment because you got there maybe a little late to go on a release for a Blockbuster. New release it. You get there and they would have 2 to 3 walls of the new release, and they're all gone. And you're standing there, and maybe you went there 2 days after the drop. You're thinking, if I hang around here a little while, maybe one will come in while I'm waiting for something.
And that hope when it's a Friday night after you went to the Pizza Hut on Columbia Road and then walked down to the daggone Blockbuster, hoping and praying to whatever Jesus that's going to show up, that your VHS is going to be there. The panic, the full-blown gorilla panic that you're going to experience.
That was my evening. We were going to watch this, and
that's it.
And if you're with friends, then you, because the biggest fear is that if it's not there, then it's now becomes the hour-long fight over what are we going to rent. Now,
and it's always less.
Now, fortunately, I had where I used to live, there were 3 Blockbusters in town, so you could run the pattern.
Lucky.
And a Hollywood Video, So we would run the circuit. We would run the circuit looking for stuff, but still, there was always that panic of, oh shit, it's not here. I really wanted to watch this, but because I have things I had to get done, I missed it, and all 50 copies are gone. And now what am I going to do? I wanted to watch this again. I remember when Fellowship of the Ring came out on Blu-ray DVD for the first time. I sat on it. I kept it. I sat on it as long as I could when I rented it, and I watched it on repeat over and over and over again because I thought I finally got my watch copy. This is great. But now I got to return it. But you get these things and you want to watch them. But Jed, you bring up the perfect point. Streaming removed that desire, remove that instance because we can all get it now.
And not only can we all get it, it's always lesser. Streaming quality is dog water. It's dog
because it has to go over the internet, so it's already bad quality. And then if you have a bad connection that night for whatever reason, it's even worse. But if I wanted to watch long enough for the hunger.
So, like, as far as newer content is concerned, I have only bought 1 new Blu-ray. As far as new content, of course, I go back and buy stuff from yesteryear that I've lost. The time. The last thing I bought on Blu-ray Ultra HD was Deadpool and Wolverine. That's the last thing I bought on Blu-ray because I really enjoyed that movie and I thought it would add to my collection because it was fun. I was able to turn my brain off, and it was a really, really good time. I have not bought physical media of anything new since then. Because nothing has been worth my time or my money, more importantly.
I would say the closest to new thing I bought, and this is already years ago, was when I bought my complete series collection of 12 Monkeys. That's the closest to new, and that ended years before. And And that's it. But I haven't bought anything because I haven't seen anything new I want to own. Two, also, as you can see, I'm out of space.
Yeah, you are.
I'm out of space. This particular rack I have is max.
You got to get the binders. Adam, stop playing games.
No, I like to see my cases.
I know you like your cases. I know.
Cases.
But you are out of space, big dog.
Why?
I sacrificed the shelves many years ago. I have succumbed to the binders for years.
I mean,
I have been converted.
Look right here. I'm going to go full screen for a second. Look right here. I mean, I games are piling up on top of the PS5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of space.
Out of space. Just join me, Adam. Join the binder
You
side.
can prioritize. Keep the ones you really like in their cases.
No, I like seeing everything in alphabetical order. It makes me feel
You're
good.
a sick man. You're sick man. You sick old bastard. Just get the binder. Succumb. Look, so like growing up, I was at my uncle's house a lot, and he had the most massive VHS collection I've ever seen in my life. Like literally walls were covered in shelving for all his VHSs.
That's wonderful. That's a beautiful thing.
He had every episode of Star Trek from the 1960s all the way to freaking Voyager.
That is
he had
glorious.
a whole side of that daggone joint, including the movies. That was just one part. Then he had all his his westerns. He had all like there was no space to sit.
It's a man of taste.
Yes, there was no place to sit.
That's passion.
Down.
That is passion, and I love it.
Passion, but I want to sit. I don't want to stand and watch movies. I want to sit down. The couch was covered. There was couches of Clint Eastwood everywhere. Clint Eastwood tasted my booty sweat. It's a terrible ordeal. Okay, there was the windows where the AC unit was covered with VHSs. There was nothing but VHSs from here to freaking Ragnarok. Okay, there was nothing. And one day, the Blu-rays came out. I said, "Unc, please, I'm begging you. We need to convert." And he's like, "All right, son, I will convert." Then he started buying the DVDs and kept the cases.
Yes,
stocking up to the freaking ceiling. The fan, we couldn't even turn the fan on anymore. The junk would have smacked the DVDs across the room.
I like this man.
Needed binders.
No,
so badly.
I like to see it.
I needed the bus. So like when it was my time to start collecting, binders were my friend. I had an entertainment system, Adam. I had an entertainment system. I had the cases, but then eventually they started to stack, and I said, I've seen this movie before. I cannot be a part of the problem.
I have the problem, and I like it. I like seeing my collections. It makes me feel good. I like seeing my SG-1 complete season box there. I like seeing my TNG complete season box. I like everything alphabetical order because then I know where to find it. It's glorious.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Glorious.
I've seen too much. I've seen too much.
Anyway, Pod Hail Mary has done good. It's going to keep doing good. And more power to them. Perhaps it now paves the way for more traditional stuff once again. If they're smart, they take a lesson. Unfortunately, it seems that Mario, we over-predicted for Mario. I really over-predicted.
Yeah, it's struggling. I don't know if you've seen the daily box office for Project Hail Mary is a few $100 behind the current daily box office for the Mario movie.
I mean, this is not
Mario
good
came out 3 weeks later. So Project Hail Mary is doing better now than Mario will be at the same point.
Let's not pretend Mario has not made its money with its $100 million budget.
It's made
its money. It's made money, but it officially is not as successful as the first movie. Because
it's going below predictions right there from that graph.
Mm-hmm.
It's low predictions.
Yeah. So, it's a shame.
Even if it's an over prediction, this joint made FU money. So it's it's still, and like if they keep it in theater, could it limp to 900, 925? I think that's possible. But I mean, I know a lot of people.
It's not going to achieve the greatness of the first one.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
Because international is respectable, but now I believe it also hasn't had a release in Japan.
Is that true?
So
Really?
maybe.
That'll make a difference.
Yeah,
Well, it makes some of a difference. Some of a difference. I mean,
yeah.
Has
I mean, that's
let me just check.
probably top 5 biggest market for this movie.
Galaxy movie, Japan release date. It just came out in Japan 2 days ago.
Okay. All right. We'll see. So, like I'm saying, 900 million.
It could get another 50 million from Japan. It could get another, because remember, Japan's not a large place.
No,
the population's not gigantic, but that is the mothership, and we will see. So I think it'll get a billion. Do I think? I don't. I think it might. If they keep it in the theaters, maybe.
Yeah.
If they pull a Project Hail Mary, delay the digital, keep it in theaters for an extra month, maybe.
Now, here we go, Jed.
Right,
Here we go. Now, if we're talking about there's going to be some physical media release, that's going to add to our worldwide box office. Now, if you talk about dropping this on Blu-ray before this joint ends up on Peacock or whatever.
They're looking to put Mario Galaxy out in mid-May for digital.
Oh, never mind.
That's too soon.
Never mind.
And we were talking about streaming services. Peacock is down billions of dollars. I think $1 billion lost last year.
That didn't surprise me.
And yeah, they're really struggling. They've never been in profit. Peacock, they admitted they've never been in profit. They're hoping in the next few years they'll eventually get there, but they're $1 billion in the red.
None of these joints are making money except for Tubi. That's it. The rest of them are
even HBO Max. HBO Max started out as being a break-even one, but now with House of the Dragon and all those other shows costing over $200 million per season,
and we're back to the same problem, Jed. Stop making original content. Stop, for God's sake.
If you make something, make it cheap. Like Tubi does have originals, but they cost a few $100,000.
Tubi's originals is just me with a video camera outside.
Yeah.
Okay. There is no production budget. There's no advertisement. It's literally just some people that you never heard of or never seen before with an HD camera, hoping and praying that you don't see the strings when they're holding things in front of the daggone.
That would be a great way to spend their money. It's like a film school. Like they invest in film school projects and put it on there. I think that would build a lot of goodwill for them as well.
I agree.
But
now, as I just said, though, Mario Galaxy looks to have a release digitally in mid-May. No date for a physical release.
That's a mistake.
Yeah.
Well, there is a streaming service out there that is winning some goodwill that's doing what we're talking about doing. Do you guys know about this? I'm sure Dre knows. But over the last few months, we've all been a little bit concerned about the new CEO of Microsoft Gaming. But I think this last week has had a few good decisions in a row. They've redesigned the logo. It's not minimalist anymore. Love that. They've rebranded Microsoft Gaming back to Xbox. And they've lowered the price of Game Pass, saying no Call of Duty game will be available day one on there. And we might do that for future games.
That's smart. That's smart for marketing and sales.
And not to mention, that's about making money. I've said this years ago. Xbox Game Pass is the death of studios. It's the death of it. You're going to sit and tell me I spent, let's just lowball, $50 million on a game for far as production is concerned, and I'm about to recoup nothing.
Literally nothing.
Nothing. Instead of dropping my game for $70, which is still outrageous, by the way, it's like dropping the game for $70, I am dropping it for nothing, and somebody that's paying a subscription service of $10, $20, whatever a month is now playing my game for free. It's
along
lunacy.
With a dozen other games in a month.
It's lunacy. It's lunacy. If I was a studio, I would never have signed up for it under any circumstance. It's horrible.
I might be a little extreme in this, but I think no streaming service, whether or not that's movies, TV shows, or video games, no product should be available until it's at least 5 years old.
Jed, screw that noise. I think like Xbox streaming, whatever the case may be, should be for games from yesteryear that you cannot buy. That's what I believe. Like if I wanted to play freaking Vector Man from 1994, this is where I should be able to play that joint. Okay? This is where I should be able to play Sonic 3D Blast. Okay? This is where I should be able to play those games. Anything in which there's an active studio as we speak producing games and sequels and whatever the case may be, it should not be accessible to this. I want my money. And any studio that signs up for this is foolish. It's foolish. Why do you think, in part, that so many people have been laid off from the industry? Because you're not making money. Because you're making deals with Xbox, selling your soul and getting a whole lot of nothing. And you think that's a good thing? Oh, well, the gaming industry has never been more popular, and everybody's broke. How? How does that? Oh, because I'm giving my game away for free. Because as a customer, if you're gonna tell me I can pay $20 a month and play Call of Duty day one, and I don't have to drop $70 on it, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'd be a fool not to.
We said it for years. Game Pass was not a profitable model, and now it's proving. But the fact that they're yanking Call of Duty, that says something.
They should yank all new content from there.
Yeah.
Call of Duty, though it's been rinse and repeat for a decade now, it prints money. It prints money, and I'm going to tell me a major money printer is going to be there for free. In what universe? Take that for any industry ever. Let's say McDonald's got a McDonald's pass, and every time you go there, you pay $10 a month, and you can get all the Big Macs for free every time you roll up around there.
We're even fatter.
Oh yeah, there'll be some fat bastards out there. Make no mistake, there'll be some fat bastards and some clogged arteries. But guess what? Guess who else is going to lose billions? McDonald's. You know why? Because I can sell the Big Mac for $12. But now you pay me $10 a month. You got as many Big Macs as you want. Come on.
Yeah.
This is basic economics.
And then it harkens back to it's the whole, since we're still in the movie box office segment here, it's still all streaming. That's the thing. When you're selling, you're giving away the milk for free.
Mm-hmm. I ain't buying that cow.
Yeah. And and I would love to see this. I would love to see the era come to an end, or at least watch it become a bastardized version of terrestrial television, where they have to adhere to some of the old rules.
They have to.
If they're going to make money again. It's all
terrestrial television is the answer. It's the only answer, and it's always been the answer. Nobody likes commercials. Nobody likes ads. We get that. But streaming does not generate revenue. It never has, unless all you have is licensing deals. You're not spending $50 million. Exactly. You're not spending $50 million on a show that nobody's watching. Come on. Basic arithmetic.
Yeah.
What kind of arrogance are these people dealing with? I got $1 billion. Well, now you have zero. Congratulations. You played.
Well, ads are entirely worth not letting the industry die, because that's what's happening with streaming services. Everyone's going to go bankrupt, and then these shows aren't going to come out, period. I think ads are worth it.
I'm okay with it.
True.
Okay with it.
Especially with TV. Anyway. I'm not paying them any money to watch ads. Because, if you're paying for a streaming service, you don't want ads. You feel like you're getting double dipped. No one likes being a double dipper.
No. Dang, Christian.
Well, anyway. On the other side, talking about success and build up, he came out, and that's a magnificent opening weekend right there.
Oh yeah, this movie's gonna make money. Yeah,
I think it's the highest grossing opening weekend for musical biopic.
For music biopic. Yep. Yep.
And there's been a lot of them.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Sure. Michael Jackson is not without controversy.
100%.
And thing is, though, in the years since his passing, a lot of investigation has been done, and a lot of it has been pretty much disproven. The people involved said, yeah, this never happened, and it was scummy parents and scummy lawyers that were involved in a lot of this stuff, which makes it very easy to say, okay, we're willing to watch a Michael Jackson movie because
absolutely,
Trey, he was one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
He is the greatest entertainer of all time. And let me be objective as I can. Growing up, I was not a Michael Jackson fan at all.
I was the white boy fan. I was a total white boy fan in the 80s and 90s. Total.
And there are some songs of his that I really, really like from his obscure albums. Like there's a song called Who Is It? I love that song. The song's really, really good. But I am not a fan of Michael Jackson. Like one of my homies, one of my closest friends, the whole planet, he was at this joint night one watching this joint. I am not a fan of Michael Jackson at all, but I am able to acknowledge that he is the greatest entertainer that the world has ever seen. He's been dead for 17 years, Adam.
It's been that long.
17 years.
long,
And
man.
if you ask me, and I had a couple of shots of tequila, I might tell you that he's still alive. That is how popular that man's music is today. You cannot turn on a radio station and still not hear a Michael Jackson song.
I used to have cassettes. I had my Michael Jackson cassette collection, and I had my little cassette recorder, and I put them in and I listened to them. I when the Moonwalker movie came out, I used to rent that thing and watch it because he turned into a mech and he killed Joe Pesci, drug dealer.
He sure did.
So I mean, it was Jed's like, what are you talking about?
Insane.
That movie was nuts, but it was great.
Insane,
The movie opens. Essentially, the movie was a merging of music videos, and it opens with Bad, and gave a story to Bad, and then it goes into Speed Demon, which I love Speed Demon, but turned Speed Demon into a claymation movie in that, and he's got the donkey head on. It's all kinds of crazy shit, and then he goes into helping the kids, and Joe Pesci's a drug dealer. And you've got all, I think, Smooth Criminals even in that. I don't know. The whole thing. That movie was insane, and I rented it, and I loved every second of it. And at the same time, you're a kid, you go to Disney World, you got Captain EO. I watched that thing on repeat when we went to Disney World that one time. In and out. I go through Imagination Land at Epcot just so I could see Captain EO again because it was cool. And Michael was entertainer. And then it always comes up right now. Every single Super Bowl halftime show in the past several years that falls flat. The first thing that happens afterwards, everybody goes to YouTube and goes to watch the Michael Jackson Super Bowl halftime show. Where and then if you really want to have fun, you watch the behind the scenes thing where you have the producer talking about what it was like, where they had no idea what he was going to do because he said, "You will wait for my signal. When I throw my glasses, then you start." And he stands there for 3 to 5 minutes, letting the crowd build into
that joint was insane. That joint was insane.
Frothing, crazy masses. He's standing there. He's standing like doing the Michael Jackson stand-up. He's just standing there. And he understood entertainment, and he knew he had that feeling when we would reach that perfect fever pitch, then it's glasses off. And then he goes into it. That was insane. It was nuts.
Yeah, it was erupted.
It was nuts. Wild. And it was just, it's excitement. And Michael Jackson provided excitement with his performances. Now, not every song is incredible. I mean, there are a lot of crap ones too, but he still knew how to perform. And everybody wanted to see him perform. And to now get this story, which people are interested in, you watch it, enjoy it, and it makes it even more interesting that a week before, the critics just shat all over this because they want the original story of him being a degenerate weirdo to be the truth. So it fits their models. But the public has come out and they've enjoyed the hell out of this.
Yeah. People are having a good time. Like this story isn't really a film for me. I'm not even a big biopic guy.
Me neither.
But the folks that have gone seen it, of course, most of them are diehard Michael Jackson fans, which most of the planet is. They're enjoying it. I actually spoke with my friend earlier today, and he liked it, but he's such an obsessive fan that he was upset about certain things that were missing that you just can't have.
He wanted more.
He wanted more. He wanted more detail on certain things in the Thriller music video, all this stuff. Like, you wanted to see.
Thriller's my favorite. Thriller's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Yeah, and it's like I understand that as I look on the outside looking in, I can see how a fan would want more based on what you want from the biopic. But from what I understand, everybody's having a good time, and the box office is showing.
And apparently, his nephew Jafar Jackson has done an incredible job embodying his uncle. Like, really, and that's cool that you got it. That it's a blood relative playing him. I think that's very cool.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
And he was able to transform himself into it, and I'm glad this is successful because that they've managed to get past all the lies and stuff like that, and that let him live on as the legend that he was and is, and enjoy the music, have a good time.
Exactly.
And this thing, its budget is, let's see, what's its budget again? The budget is wrong button. It was already there. The budget's 155 million, so it needs about 400 million to break even.
That's next week.
It'll get there next week.
It's gonna get there.
Yeah, it's next
It'll get
week,
there. And but there's so much goodwill with this, I think.
Yeah.
There's so much
Yeah.
goodwill.
Well, the word of mouth's been incredible from
Yeah.
audience members. I'm not a big Michael Jackson fan. I think I missed the generation more than anything because
it's a
was dead as
generational
long
thing.
as
Dre
I
can
physically
confirm.
can remember.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Yeah,
everything you're
I can
saying,
remember
Dre,
as
I
well.
recognize is true. Michael Jackson is the sole artist that I hear talked about the most. Elvis would be the only one who could even compare with the zeitgeist that I'm aware
And that's a
of.
different era completely.
Yep.
It was a different era, absolutely. But yeah, hearing the things that people are saying come out of it, it makes me interested because I'm not into these musical biopics. I wasn't around when a lot of this history was happening. I don't know a lot of this music, so none of them have appealed to me, like the Queen one or anything like that. But this one, it's so positive and uplifting that I'm interested. And to see the critics rejecting it based on what is at this point pretty much a disproven set of allegations is despicable. If they just didn't like the movie, that's fine. But it seems pretty consistent that they wanted the other stuff in it. And from the behind the scenes, the filmmakers talked about whether or not to include it. Apparently, they filmed some of the stuff like with Neverland, but they said it just didn't make sense. It didn't work. And they didn't want to dive into all that negativity when it was this film they called it a celebration of his life.
Yeah.
They don't want to go into the foul things people have lied about him. We wanted to celebrate it. And I think that makes a lot of sense. And it was kind of funny when the actor, you said Jafar
Jackson, yeah.
Jafar Jackson, yeah.
When he was asked why that stuff wasn't included, he said, "Oh, you never know. There might be a sequel." And so now they're like, "Can you imagine a sequel to Michael that's just the Neverland stuff?"
That's
awful.
Yeah.
It's never gonna happen.
Yeah,
but they
that would be
latched onto that news. He's like, the actor said there might be a sequel. He was just trying to dismiss a very awkward question for him.
Yeah.
How would you react with your uncle like that?
Yeah.
Like,
And
it's so personal of a story to him.
Yeah, this is the passion project for these people who made this. They wanted to get this out there. They wanted to show everything that he went through. I mean, I'm sure in the movie they show when he caught on fire during that Pepsi commercial, man.
That was history.
Yeah, I mean, he needed serious surgery after that. That's when the plastic surgery began. After he caught on fire during the Pepsi performance. So, I mean, it's tough. But once again, you don't understand the impact. There's a period of time where boys of every color walking around with that glinty glove.
Oh yeah,
and walk around that shit.
Yeah,
one glove.
Moonwalking still iconic.
I can't moonwalk.
It's iconic. Absolutely.
You understand? We all tried to moonwalk.
Everybody has. Dragon Lady can actually moonwalk. She can moonwalk. Everybody tell Dragon Lady.
I can't dance. I can't dance to save my life.
Moonwalking's not dancing. It's just it's the move. You think you could do it if I just get that toe to heel movement right. I'll do the moonwalk. No, 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 can't do it.
You're making a fool out of yourself. Your children are watching.
Yeah. I mean, grabbing the crotch and the hee that I can do. Listen, this I'll probably watch this eventually at some point. Just out of all right, I feel like watching this. I'm curious now, but I'm happy it's successful. I want it to be fun, and I want to go listen to Thriller right now.
I've seen the side-by-side comparison of the Thriller, the real one, and the one in the film, and they did a really good job recreating it.
All right, Jed, you got to understand now. This is a little before me, of course. I'm not quite old enough or there, but the release of Thriller, that was one of those music video events where it was just a music video; it was a story.
It was a massive event. Yeah,
it was 100%. Huge, and just and to have then turn Michael Jackson into the zombie during it. Thriller is one of the most explosive music video events in music video history.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
And the fact that you get Vincent Price to be a part of it, it's so much.
Yeah,
that is great about. That's why to me that Thriller is my favorite of Michael Jackson.
Exactly, and I wouldn't question it if somebody was telling me, Thriller's your favorite music video of all time. I'm not gonna question that. That joint was like, what was the original cut? Like 12 minutes long? That joint was long as a mug. That joint was
Yeah,
I mean, I could do that.
Yeah. Oh, you watched the Dragon Lady? You watched it last night? Yeah, that joint was like 12 minutes long. That joint was wild as a mug. And I'm like,
Well, I need to see Adam act out the whole thing there.
I
oh,
got
yeah,
a little
I
tease
pay-
right there.
I can do the thing because I'll
Yeah.
do it when it's on and I'm cooking and it's on the plate. I'll start doing the thing but I'm not gonna do that.
okay.
That's what you get.
Everybody
drift.
needs to do that. Everybody vote for Adam.
Day
to
of
do the whole
Doom.
Thriller
He
dance.
does it in front of the
Ooh.
Millennium Falcon.
Oh my
The
God.
whole
yes.
dance routine.
Well,
like
we'll have
that.
to pay.
The
Yeah, you got to pay for that on that.
You gotta
day.
pay. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta pay.
Yeah. Throw some money
I'm
at Adam
already.
and do it.
It's already gonna be embarrassing enough. I'm gonna do
With Baby Yoda in the.
I was
picture
just about the
while you
same
do
thing.
Thriller.
With the baby. Doing the Thriller dance with the baby.
Jed, right
And
there.
everything.
Aw.
Yep.
Write
You
that
gotta
one
put that
down.
in. You gotta put that in there.
You got to set a
Yeah, put it in
price.
there.
So the
Oh,
check can
L-
start.
Just write it down. We got 4 weeks. We'll get to that in a minute.
La prostituta.
All right. Let's move on. Okay, what else we got? All right. What do you guys want next? Do you want the DC or Star Wars?
Let's just get DC out the way so I can cut my
Okay.
kneecaps off.
All right, so we're not actually going to play it because it's a Warner Brothers trailer and they're dicks.
I hate
Well,
it.
and there's not a whole lot in it.
And
hate
you
them
know,
so
and
much.
but we'll just have it up for judges. So they did drop the Clayface teaser trailer the other day, a few days
Mhm.
ago. Now, I need to correct myself. When I put out a video on Friday, I had the Warner Brothers International YouTube channel up. Jed pointed it out to me yesterday, and I must correct myself on that. This is the actual DC one, but as Jed also pointed out, it's a combination of a couple different channels.
It's a
And
collaboration
it's still-
video.
And at this point, it still only has, after what is today, the 26th, after 4 days, only 10 million views, only 162,000 upvotes. And for some reason, my downvote button isn't working. That's strange. I'm going to have to check that. And only 9,000 comments on a 10 million viewed video. And I said this when I teased at the beginning of the show. By all visual data, this trailer has been ignored. In my
Absolutely.
opinion.
Nobody's really talking about it.
This is
It
ignored.
feels so disconnected from DC. I'm sure it's confusing to normies. They're like, this isn't part of a cinematic universe. This is like what was that movie? The Chris Evans. I'm
Buzz
the
Lightyear.
Losers. The Losers.
oh.
The Losers.
Oh, the
in
Losers.
Red.
Oh,
where
yeah,
it's a
the
DC,
Losers. Yes.
DC movie, but it's its own thing.
Yes, like a sub, like with Vertigo, like how Vertigo
Yeah.
comics and studios does thing. Yep, absolutely. Or even Vendetta.
And I actually
Things
like
like-
both
things
of
like
those
that, yeah.
movies, Losers and Red. I really like both of those movies.
Oh, Retired, Extremely Dangerous. You like
Mhm.
you like that movie? Yeah, it's a fun movie. I enjoy it.
They're
But-
fun. They're not great, but they're just
Yeah.
they're fun.
Yeah, I like Bruce Willis, and so I
But here we are. This trailer comes out, and it is essentially ignored because nobody cares about, as we've said repeatedly, Dre, a Batman villain without Batman.
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, and apparently now, Matt Hagen wasn't in just an accident. He was hurt by mafia.
yeah.
I think that's where they're going with this.
Yeah.
I think that's where they're going with this.
If they want to
So
do the
it's
mob
a
story, I'm fine with that. But whatever, it doesn't matter.
But so it's a revenge flick, and it's him coping. I mean, he's this and that. They want to shock you later on, where he's in a bathtub of his own goo, and he wipes his own face away. I mean, they want to shock you with that as he goes during the trailer. I mean, here's the thing. I'm not compelled by this at all. I don't think anybody's going to be. And I think between this one and the international one, even though I got it wrong, showing the international channel also works because at the time of my video on Friday, it had only 2 million views. That's internationally. That means there's going to be no international tracks for this.
Oh, horror movies don't usually do well overseas anyway. So
And
this
it's a horror.
movie's-
Jed, point out this is a horror movie.
absolutely,
Yep, it's a horror movie. It's rated R. It's so much its own thing. It does have an extremely low budget, so I
40
think
million.
it will make money.
It'll
I do
make
think
its
it will
money.
make money.
Yeah.
It'll be the most profitable James Gunn product.
I
Yeah,
think
And
by
that's kind
far.
of sad. Yeah, that's kind of sad to say. I will say, however, I am intrigued by this trailer. It was kind of interesting. The effects, the body horror are all things that
Mhm.
appealed to me. If you take out all the Batman stuff, that sucks that you have to do that to even pretend that it's good.
Yeah.
But if you take out Batman, DC, if I just saw this with zero context, like this is a wholly original product, I think, all right, that's kind of interesting. I might check it out. But because it's part of a cinematic universe, that actually damages this film.
Because
in
it's
my
a
opinion.
Batman villain without
Batman
Batman.
villain.
Mhm.
Jed, you just actually made an excellent point. Take out all the Batman stuff. Some guy who gets chemically changed into a shapeshifter and he goes on a revenge story to the people who did it to him. You know, that's a normal movie. It's
Yep.
a normal movie, low budget, 40 million, makes good
Mhm.
money, and it maybe finds a good audience for it and get some sort of recognition. But this is Matt Hagen Clayface, a Batman Rogues Gallery villain.
That we're seeing in live action for the first time, really.
And also, per James Gunn,
Yeah.
chronologically, this is the beginning of the
Mhm. This
it comes
is before
first.
Creature Commanders.
Before
Oh.
Superman, before Supergirl. Why even say that?
What's the point? It's going to be completely disconnected, I'm guessing.
It has to be.
Unless it sets up Batman somehow in the end credit scene.
Ain't gonna see no Batman in this.
I hate everything about this. First of all, Clayface, and look, as much as I love me some Matt Hagen, Clayface, make no mistake, very interesting and complex character.
B tier.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If I ask my mama who Clayface is, she's going to think I'm talking about a Revlon commercial. Okay. She's not going to know who this is. If I show anyone that is not elbow deep in comic sphere who Clayface, they're not going to know what I'm talking about. So the idea that we're going to use a D-list character, and that's the reality.
Okay.
D-list, yeah, C. Yeah, he's got some C-list.
I
character.
said B tier. I said he's
Yeah,
B
I-
tier.
I say
He's in the
C.
Arkham games, so I think some
Yes,
people would
so
have
I'm gonna say C.
familiarity.
And, yeah, I think D's a little harsh. I think I'm just upset. C. I think a C tier character. C tier character. That not normies know nothing about. Let's get that out the way. Know nothing about.
Yeah.
At all. This is a mistake to not have Batman. Why are you giving me a Clayface film without Batman? What's the point? Just to make a body horror film? And this is my issue. Well, I got a lot of issues with it, but this is one of the main issues. And like to Jed's point, this is damaging to the universe. I agree. But at the same time, they're trying to capitalize on the idea that this is a Batman villain to get butts in seats. Unfortunately, Clayface ain't Joker. Okay? He's not Joker. He's not a household name at all. He's not Lex Luthor. He's not a household name. He's not someone that you're just going to be like, oh, look, it's Clayface. No, that's not how that works. You are banking on the idea of seducing people on the Batman brand without establishing Batman in your universe.
But he appeared in a scene in Creature Commandos.
That no one watched, Adam. No one saw that show.
And they confirmed it's a different Clayface in Creature Commandos.
Yeah,
No.
it's not even Nat Hagen.
This I'm saying, man.
So there's multiple Clayfaces.
I hate all of this. They're doing the Joker thing. They're doing the Joker thing.
Was, like you said, Joker's just so famous that he got away with it. I can't think of any other villain that can justify its own standalone.
No.
And Clayface, all these ideas, like the body horror, seeing it like this, I think this would have been really good. Say that Clayface was the villain of Batman Part 2, and you got all of this in Batman Part 2, because the Batman universe is already very dark. The body horror, I think, tie into it very well.
Agree.
Thematically, they would fit together. That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. Jed, what you're saying is making good sense. That's how you know it's not going to happen. God in heaven. Yes, if it was the Matt Reeves Batman and we're going to give this a body horror joint, yo, lock me in. Lock me in. We're going to tell me this is a
They're doing
standalone.
Harvey again.
We're in a bad place. There's too much good content for DC as far as literature is concerned. Too much good content for us to be subjecting ourselves to this level of filth. I'm gonna make a Clayface film. Okay, who's Batman? Who? Bruh, come on! Like you can't.
It's as though nobody learned the lesson from Sony's No Spider-Man Spider-Verse.
For God's sake, we have this information in front of us in recent memory. Recent memory. And DC said, I'm going to do what they did. Not
DC. James Gunn.
His ego thinks this is almost him trying to prove that he's better than Sony because he has that ego. He'll just like somebody else failed at it. I will make it work because I'm.
So let's just say, for the sake of simplicity, that this movie, let's see, break even point. Let's see with no advertising, whatever. Let's say
break even's $100 million.
Break even's $100 million. $100 million, and this joint makes $101 million. All right, we get our break even and our little extra to buy some sandwiches. James Gunn is going to look at this as a massive success. This is going to find a way to justify his existence.
In all seriousness, I think its ceiling is somewhere between $200 and $300 million. That's
I think you're being way too generous.
That's a lot of profit. If it gets $200 million, that's a ton of profit. It's the only profitable film in James Gunn's universe. Superman doesn't make as much money as Clayface. Can you imagine the world we live in that's an accurate statement?
Well, it's only going to make money because its budget is so low, Jed.
Yeah,
that's the only reason to make money.
$50.
If this thing had spent $100 million on the movie, it would not make a profit. But it only spent $40 million because they mixed practical and CGI effects, and they kept it very small. So and probably barely any reshoots. So
and no big name actors
and no big names.
We know
nothing. So that's the only reason it's going to make money. But just because it'll make profit doesn't mean it's going to be good. If it only makes around $200 million, $300 million, which I think it could. Listen, all it needs to do is break even on the first week is make 50-50 international and domestic. That's all it needs to do. And I think it could probably do that. But will it have any legs? I don't know, because let's remember, if this is the final product of James Gunn's DCU of the year, October, in 2 months, we've got Supergirl. And where is the conversation for that at the moment? Non-existent. Nobody's
even the
talking
Jason
about
Momoa stuff is lost its appeal.
Fizzled. No, they dropped a trailer just a couple of weeks ago, and nobody is talking about Supergirl, and it's premiering in 2 months in June.
Because that dumb, ugly cow opened her mouth per usual.
Yep.
I'm getting tired of ugly women talking stupid. I really am.
They've been emboldened.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop with these ugly women talking trash. We gotta stop. We gotta stop with this madness. Man, please, Jesus. But she out there ran her mouth, and now nobody's even talking about this ridiculous film, which is going to need at least what $700 to break even.
It needs
some type of unspeakable amounts of money.
They're claiming its budget is $160. It needs about.
I don't believe that for 1 second.
Well, neither we don't. No, we don't have. Well, the only problem is we don't have
by their rules. Yeah,
we don't have with Superman. We had the receipts from the Ohio tax documents to prove them wrong. We don't have any other receipts, so we have to play by their rules. It needs about $500 million to break even.
Sure, let's play a stupid game before they release the actual numbers. So let's play a stupid game. So this film's going to need $500 million to break even. Let's just say that's possible, which I doubt, but let's just say it's possible. Now what? What does this parlay into? What does
Forbes reported it was $200 million budget, but James Gunn said nuh-uh. So everyone's saying it's closer to 150. That's what we know about the budget.
Okay. So this thing minimum needs 500 to break even, and I've said repeatedly its ceiling is 450, if anything. That's
that. Who wants to? And like,
Supergirl cannot make more money gross than Superman. It's virtually impossible.
Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Supergirl has never made money ever. Period. No. In her entire existence, even her comic runs, they don't make money. They don't sell units. Maybe there was one run in the 90s by one really good writer whose name escapes me right now. But Supergirl has never been a profitable brand. Period. Even if we want to say Even on CW. Look, forget the CW, Jed. The first season of Supergirl was on CBS.
Yeah,
That's right.
that had
Supergirl.
first season had 10 million views.
Yep.
10 million public. That's television, not streaming. I
Television.
was physically on CBS networks.
Mhm.
People watch it. I watch it. I was all in. I thought it was a great first
Mhm.
season. They minimized the wokeness because that was before the wokeness
Mhm.
shit even started.
Yep.
Yeah, but then went CW and then we got all scissoring and gay. And,
Yeah. Now the reason why it went to the CW because CBS felt that it underperformed, and quite frankly, I would say the same thing too because Arrow was getting like freaking in its fourth season at that time, still getting 9 million views a night.
should have
So-
stayed on CBS.
Yeah.
Should have stayed.
Then it went to CW and became an absolute disaster warning. But freaking Supergirl as a brand has not been a popular brand. She never makes money. She doesn't make money. So now she's gonna be, and I bet the freaking farm on it. She's gonna be the flagship character going forward. I bet the farm.
Well, they're gonna find a way to get her into Man of Tomorrow.
100%.
They're gonna.
If you
That
think of it,
movie's already
The movie
packed.
was all about her dog.
Yeah, it's her dog. This movie is also all about her dog.
I hate everything, man.
So, but here we go. Supergirl. This movie is disappeared from the conversation.
100%, as it should.
If there was, and say what you will, last year this time, Superman was still in the conversation leading up to July. It was still in the conversation because we had to know. We didn't know. Were they going to nail it or drop the ball? And we know they dropped all the balls, all of them, and they rolled into the sewer covered in shit. And then they picked them up and said, "Look, it's a success." And said, "We said no, it's not. It's terrible." Sewer. So, but the stands all saying, "Oh, we're eating so well this summer. We've got
look. If you like
Supergirl."
eating doo doo, that's your business. That's up to y'all.
But Dre, we've got Supergirl, and then we've got Lanterns in August.
Oh my God, I forgot that's coming out. Oh God!
And our one of our favorites, Moonlight Warrior. He's been having meltdowns all over the place. Here, guys. Here's your fucking green color. Color green. Are you satisfied now? Or are you going to complain like the little bitches some more? This guy is losing his shit. He's posting constantly about the D stuff because this is the poster they just released for Lanterns this week.
Poster having green in it doesn't excuse an entire trailer not having any green in it.
Yeah.
Wait.
And Dre,
what's
as
happening?
a fan of Green Lantern, how's this for your tag on the poster? Only one can wear the ring.
This is so ridiculous. It's making my brain split. I feel my penis going into my body. What is going on here? You mean only one can wear the ring? It's a 4, you bastard.
They already showed Guy Gardner. He's already on Earth too.
I can't. As I mentioned, as we talked about maybe a month ago, whoever, James Gunn's in charge, but he is literally greenlighting a show that's the antithesis of the previous Green Lantern you already had on screen. What is happening? Is everything so disjointed? This man has lost control of his entire team or crew or whoever is down there on their knees doing unspeakable evils to his penis needs to stop. For God's sake.
Let's be honest. He's not watching anybody. He's watching somebody do unspeakable things to somebody else.
That's true. What was the squelching noises? Unbelievable. It's disgusting. What you mean only one can wear the ring? That's not how it works. And you've already established how it works. Very lazily, may I add. But you've already established how it works in the Superman joint.
I think they're going to justify this by saying it's talking about Hal's specific ring as he picks his.
But that's not how it works.
That's how they're going to dismiss Guy Gardner's. Oh, it's about Hal's ring.
I mean, it'd be one thing if Hal was training John because a junior Green Lantern must be trained by a senior.
Absolutely.
But he's not training him to choose him at the ring. He's not.
This is a
goodbye.
farce.
Right.
Black Dragon Lady, good night. This is a farce. This is a farce. Who's green? Like the fact that James Gunn is green lighting this is insane. You're literally taking a dump, even though the stuff you established is not good. You're taking a dump on the things that you've established about how the ring works.
Yeah.
Is everyone on heroin?
Not
missing
good hair,
something?
not good heroin.
Oh, it's not good stuff. Oh, that's not good smack that they're injecting.
They
Not for
cut it.
one
They cut it
second.
with something funky.
Yeah, fentanyl is everywhere.
Mm.
Yo, what is going on here? And now you actually, and this is his part, you actually put green in your
And that's not
freaking-
even good green. It's shitty green. It looks like puke
is.
green.
But the
It's
whole
like something came out of my nose.
I thought green was stupid. I thought green was retarded. I thought green was dumb.
Dre, according to this guy, we should be fucking happy we got our color green.
No, you're missing the point, sir. You're missing the point. The point wasn't about the green. Granted, it's a big point, but you are taking a huge dump on the Green Lantern Corps itself and how it functions. That's what you took away from the backlash of the trailer. And you got your green. You dumb beaver. It's not just about the green, yes, but this man or whoever's in charge is disrespecting how the Lantern Corps works. How are
And they're
you not
disrespecting the
understanding? You're
characters.
missing the point.
And the trailer also disrespected the characters. That was
Oh,
not
absolutely.
Hal Jordan. That was not John Stewart. That's not,
Not
how
by
these
any
men
means.
behave. Hal
That is
Jordan
not.
is a smart ass, but he's a smart ass with a purpose. John Stewart is a military man who shows respect to people.
Yes.
And also then demands respect in return.
Yes. And
Not,
you give me
I'm
some
better than you.
pissant John Stewart talking trash. We got
It's just
Hal
a dick
Jordan
measuring
being-
contest.
Yeah, I am so freaking through how Jordan has looked like a drunken homeless man. Like what is going on? The freaking lantern suit you just hang up next to your drawers.
No, it's construct.
what-
The suit is a
And
construct like
it's
everything
a
else.
brown suit.
And it's brown. I'm like, what are we doing, man? Like, what are we doing?
We're giving
What
shit
are we
and
doing?
they're giving us shit, and guys like this are standing under the dog ready to swallow the shit.
It
and
is,
they,
and
they always make an excuse. There's always an excuse.
it's always an excuse. And like what the goddess is saying, yeah, I'm gonna rewatch Green Lantern 2011. Screw it. Why not? They follow the rules. It's a bad movie,
Yeah.
but they follow the rules.
Yep. And I'm gonna
It's
go back a
very
little bit.
simple rules.
Let me go back a little bit in my timeline here for this guy as well. Because right here, once again, Moonlight War. This from actually I've had this one. This is from what is this? Couple weeks ago. They're still trying to convince you that Superman was a success.
Oh, come on. Let it go.
And trying to tell you that Zack Snyder screwed it up so bad that James Gunn fixed it. They're still trying to convince you that this movie made money. They pushed the lies when there's no physical way it made money, none whatsoever.
It's impossible.
And I mean, I've even seen a meme going around lately. Somebody talking about the Snyderverse and some people saying Zack Snyder never made $1 billion movie. Guess what? Neither did James Gunn.
What are you talking about? He did. Wonder Woman. Was that 900 million?
No, it was 900. It was 900.
No, Aquaman. Aquaman made $1 billion. Aquaman made $1
But
billion.
Zack
dollars.
Snyder
He didn't make it. He was producing.
oversight.
He produced.
Oh,
He produced.
So yeah, he produced. And like, if we're gonna give James Gunn credit for credit is a strong term.
Yeah.
If we're gonna give him all the accolades and all this stuff, then have him take the L's too. This movie was not good. This movie did not make money. I don't care what you say or how you justify it. And this is how you know when something is something is bad. Someone tries to spin some way, shape, or form to justify, like, oh, it's actually really good. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna share something very, very simple with you. Something that is good is cheesecake. Cheesecake is good. Now, you might not personally like cheesecake, or it might be certain cheesecakes you like or dislike, but it is objectively good because everybody around the world likes cheesecake. If I take a turd and put cream on top of it and then feed it to someone and telling them that it's cheesecake, they're going to immediately react that it is not cheesecake.
No.
You're not going to sit there and tell me that this garbage is cheesecake. And like, let me show you how it's cheesecake. Yeah. See, there's all this diarrhea right here. Look at all the fixings on top of it. No, it's bad. It's bad. And the idea that you're still talking about Zack Snyder, leave Zack Snyder alone. He's got nothing to do with this. He's got nothing to do with this. And the thing that, James Gunn is redeeming Zack Snyder, nothing to do with it. He's making his own problems. Zack Snyder's universe was a disaster. Period. It was a disaster. Had a couple joints that made money, but overall was a disaster. James Gunn is just getting started, and we're already deep in the red.
But Man of Tomorrow is an event, the event film of 2027. No, it won't.
Why?
Be.
Why? Because it's going to be another ensemble film?
But Dre, don't you understand? They have a whole graphic they've all made where it shows the minutes that everybody was in Superman 2025, and Superman was in there for an hour, 50 minutes. And nobody else was in there that long. It can't be an ensemble film if somebody's only in there for 15 minutes.
Of course, someone's going to be in the movie more than anybody else in an ensemble film. That's just how.
But it's still an ensemble movie.
Absolutely.
100%. He doesn't even save the day on any front. He doesn't save. He doesn't save the Arabs at the end of the movie. He doesn't save Metropolis. That's Mr. Terrific.
Doesn't save himself. Crypto saves him.
Crypto saves him. Superman doesn't save the day in a film that has his name on it.
But it's punk rock.
The baby. He saved the baby.
Oh God,
Goblin baby. The Goblin baby.
The Goblin baby.
That is the Goblin baby.
What?
But he still got saved by Crypto getting the baby out of there. So
yeah,
he got a partial.
What a disaster! And you're gonna sit there and tell me, "Oh, look all the time he's on screen." I
wish I had that. I wish I had
Bill
that.
had the most screen time in the first Guardians film. Does not make Guardians not an ensemble.
Thank you.
Film.
It's 100% ensemble film.
Character. Even in ensembles, there's a main character or two.
So ridiculous.
Yeah, this is the problem with these people who make these arguments. They think they find numbers because they always complain about how, oh, you like your numbers, here's your numbers, but your numbers are meaningless because they don't have any sort of sense to them. They're true, but it doesn't make your point because
it's like parrot analytics.
Exactly. Well, these are people who believe parrot analytics. They think that's just something is happening on social media. It means something. These are people, as I'll talk to you in a few minutes, who think viral tweets mean things. They mean Superman 2025 was not a Superman movie. It was a Justice Gang movie because that's a movie James Gunn really wanted to make. Superman Man of Tomorrow is not a Superman movie because it's already been billed as a buddy cop movie with Lex. You've got more people in. You've got the Justice Gang. You've got more people. You'll get Supergirl. You'll get fake Jon Stewart, Green Lantern, and you'll get more people jammed in there with Brainiac and Maxima and all kinds of crap. It's going to be a worse narrative method 2025. It's going to be dog shit, and there's no possible way it makes more money than even 2025. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. My whole point of bringing this up is we started talking about Clayface, but Clayface is the end of the road of this year. People are going to be out of mental gas for James Gunn's DCU by October. They will be exhausted by Supergirl because it will be such a piece of shit. No one's going to talk about it anymore. Lantern's going to be terrible. And then 2 months after Lantern's ended September. Then a month later, you'll get Clayface, which is completely disjointed as the beginning of the timeline. It's not even, as Jed said earlier, remotely connected to the two other projects that you had that year. So where are we going? You're going nowhere. And the only thing they got going on in 2027 right now is Man of Tomorrow. Oh, and maybe Creature Commando Season 2. Dre, have fun with that. But
then please let his contract expire. And
they'll let it expire. I mean, and the Ellisons are not going to rehire that man because they have the real numbers. The Ellisons are about making money.
I hope they release those numbers. I know they shouldn't. That's not
eventually
a good business plan.
Do. Eventually they do. These numbers.
Well, I just mean as part of the acquisition.
Oh,
it's not smart for the Ellisons to jump in there day one, say this is how much money Superman made and stuff like that.
I don't think they will
do it, but they're not.
They won't do it. One day we'll get the numbers, just like we got the Disney Star Wars numbers, the sequel trilogy numbers. Eventually, this shit didn't make money. It won't make money. The James Gunn's DCU is not this fantastic long leg thing they want to pretend it is. No, it's never made money. The only thing that will make money is Clayface. That's only because its budget is low, not because it's going to be a great movie. And James Gunn will likely lose his job at the end of 2027 because that's just when his contract. He will not be fired. His contract will simply not be renewed because as we said, when the merger completes next year, and the merger will complete next year, it will. Paramount Skydance have cleared every hurdle right now. They cleared multiple FCC commission hearings. They've had their day
They
in
cleared
court.
Mark Ruffalo like he wasn't there.
He's not there. Just this past week, the Warner Brothers shareholders unanimously voted, almost near unanimously voted for it. And they, at the same time, while they voted for it, they didn't give the Zaz his golden parachute. He's not getting his golden parachute, which
It was $500 million that he
for
wanted.
what? For ruining the company?
They should not have given that to him.
Well, they didn't, so that's good.
That's what I mean. That's
So
ridiculous.
the Zaz doesn't get a golden parachute, and the Ellisons will take over at some point, probably around this time next year. The Ellisons will take over. It's already been 4 or 5 months since it started, and it's about an 18-month period. So it'll probably go through, and then they'll take over, and then they'll do what they did when they took over Paramount. They're going to fire people. Because remember, when they took over Paramount, a lot of people got fired. They cleaned house. A lot of people got fired. They will clean house, and then they will restructure. And if they're smart, they'll just do what DC's always been good at, make a bunch of animated shit.
At least for a while. That's
Yeah.
a really good way to garner goodwill.
Direct release on physical media, more animated stuff, because you know what? That sells. People buy the DC animated stuff. They buy it. It's easy. It's easy money. Just pay the voice actors. You can make that stuff a decent low budget. Get it out quickly. Just don't do anything. Don't base it on the stupid shit. Make some good stuff. Make some good stuff. No more of this new 52 crap that you did last time around. No more. Or even
Go ahead. Do you guys think that James Gunn will struggle to get a new job after he leaves?
No,
Because
no.
he's burned his bridges with Disney. Disney is not going to take him back.
He'll land softly someplace else because he's James Gunn, and outside of Disney, he's beloved by everybody else because he knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. You know, he'll be all right.
I think Universal might be the only one in a position to give him big budget movies. He'll be able to make his small budget passion projects. That I'm not worried about. But studio wise, Paramount, Warner Brothers, and Disney.
If you put it like that,
and Universal.
I think he's done with big budget after this. I think he's done. I don't, because he will have had the reins of a studio, and he ruined it from the get go. He doesn't know he can't run a studio, and when left to his own niche devices, he can make a good movie, but he can't handle somebody else's IPs. He can't, because he must put his vision stamp on it. Therefore, he's not reliable. He's not reliable, and he's terrible at marketing. He can't shut up. Did we?
That's
really
what
need
I
him?
mean. I think he's going to struggle to get anything big budget.
Yeah,
he'll have his passion projects, but
So I think DCU is in for as much trouble as Disney Star Wars is. Last week we talked about how Disney Star Wars essentially is going to have a rough 2026 into 2027. They're not going to do well. Dre can now attest the fact that Maul Shadowlord is a steaming pile of garbage.
That mess is rough.
There's no story there.
I don't know what's going on, man. Like, we got the Padawan and another Order 66 dragnet that apparently killed no one except the Jedi Council.
Yeah.
And isn't it post Solo?
Yes.
So it doesn't have a whole lot of time to play.
No.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be like
him dying
after he's run his Shadow Collective or whatever. And
because Solo's 9 years before A New Hope, I believe, and he dies 3 years before A New Hope.
You know it's after Solo because he mentions Red Dawn and all that bullshit. All those fake cartels, syndicates that Disney created. So, but Dre, it's number one on Disney Plus, and that's all that matters. That we talked about last week.
Man, if you're number one on your own freaking streaming service, I don't give a crap, bro. Like, bro, it's trash. Like,
you say that.
Look, we're number one on our own platform. Really?
Well, but Dre,
my grandma said I'm the best at this.
Thank you.
But Dre, it's so important that they're number one on Disney Plus because this week, out of nowhere,
oh boy,
only because of Maul, because I think people got it recommended to it, suddenly The Acolyte is number 9 on Disney Plus top 10.
Oh, because
Show
Star
me
Wars
the
people are
Nielsen's
looking
and
at
the
Star
Sambas.
Wars.
This stuff is meaningless.
But here's
So
the thing.
so somebody's watching a Star Wars product, so they jump into a next Star Wars product because
It probably got recommended. That's my theory. If it got recommended, but suddenly the Acolyte has found renewed success.
No,
and the Acolyte stands have admitted to watching it on repeat to artificially inflate the numbers before.
Yeah. So, but it's found renewed success, and we have to be told Star Wars fans would be loving the Acolyte years after its initial release. Collider here, and where Collider's turned itself into a parody of even is that the right way? Yeah, a parody of CBR and Screen Rant, because they style it the same way now. It looks exactly like those. And look at that. They don't even say it in their title. Disney's canceled 8-part Star Wars series officially becomes a late night sleeper hit. And they won't even say Acolyte until the second paragraph. But they're still trying to push this narrative. And like clockwork, all the stands got on top of it. Before that, though, the show was a failure.
100%.
A complete failure.
Well,
it got openly canceled.
Here we go. We're back to the same problem. This was original content that launched on your streaming service, cost gajillions of dollars.
$250 million.
And got nothing out of it in return. But now you get a resurgence. The only reason that this would, if you didn't pay to make this show, this would have been a success.
Yeah.
But you paid oogles of money.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look, they're watching it. Yes, and I'm gonna tell you why they're watching. I used to have Disney Plus. Let me tell you how this works. Once one thing ends, after you fall asleep in front of the TV, it goes to the next thing that's related to it. Yeah. You think people are just going to just watch the Acolyte? No, they're falling asleep on Maul because God knows I have, and then they're waking up and Acolyte is on. That's what's happening.
But Dre, the stands understand. Filoni, you can hear us. They're starting again. Renew the Acolyte. The Acolyte buzz never stays gone. Disney, you know what to do. And Dre,
you know what's been trending on
one?
Netflix for years, Adam? You know what's been trending on Netflix for years?
Friends?
It's a show that's been over for decades. It's called Seinfeld.
Oh.
Okay?
I was close.
Okay? Are you friends? Seinfeld was a Burn Notice. All these old shows has been gone
Burn
for
Notice,
decades.
good.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Good.
These shows have been gone for years. This is what's trending because they're, you know why they're trending? Because people are going there to watch these shows because they're tired of modern content. This thing is trending on its own platform following a new Star Wars debut, and it's number 9.
Yeah, but Dre, you have to understand the fact that the Acolyte and She-Hulk managed to achieve sufficient viewership for second seasons, but Disney opted for cancellation out of fear of the prejudiced wing of the fandom says a lot about Mickey's false woke agenda. These shows didn't have an audience. That is the ultimate lie here. I know. They brought in She-Hulk.
Don't do that.
And
don't do that.
But I have to do it. I have to do it because then this individual right here, Mayo. It's actually only surprised the people that listen to the Star Wars Dude Bros. They review bomb any Star Wars content with diversity because the edits were doing numbers and I was getting weekly viral tweets from the show, but yet we never saw that the season 2, the creator, had planned. I replied to this individual and called them out on how they're saying, and they actually replied back to me. So now yes, good. Let's go here. Let's go to my replies. We'll go right there. So I replied to this. I said to them that blah blah blah. You don't understand how TV works. They saying to me, I actually never said that's how I think viewership works. So you just got worked up and mad over a tweet before noon. Actually, more like 1:30 when I saw it. I've been up for a while by then. And I know because the comment you made was from an unkind place. And I hope that whatever has you this miserable befits the day has even started, resolves itself. First of all, she started with the whole diversity stuff. She called me a racist because I didn't like it. She called
Yeah,
all of us
that's what they
racist.
do.
She
That's what
said
they
we're
do.
dude bros. She started with the negativity. I just said to her, "You're an idiot. That's not how television works." And I even included the classic 85,000 people that signed the petition. That's all that signed the petition. So she got angry, and of course I replied again. I think she replied to me again, but I didn't bother because I didn't play more after that. But this is the people we're dealing with. This they think that She-Hulk
Come
and
on, man.
Acolyte were grand, massive hits, and that somehow we, the people who are also irrelevant, somehow review bomb them into no existence. But
As I've said
they're
before,
resurgent.
Adam, this is what I've said a million times. I'll say a million more until the good Lord calls me to my peace. Why does your show still fail? If what you say is true, that there's just a subsection of racist, misogynist, bigotry, where are the rest of you holier than thou, open, liberal, whatever, what do you want to quantify yourself as? Where are you? If you all, in which you profess to be this massive, oh, we're all loving it, where are you? If this massive amount of people existed that was watching She-Hulk, She-Hulk would never have been canceled. The Acolyte would never have been canceled. The reality is the overwhelming majority of people that watch this understood that this is hot, steamy garbage and needs to be thrown into the pit of Tartarus. Everyone understands that has half a brain. The fact that you believe that this is it's a resurgence of this, no, you're retarded. You need to seek help. You need a touch of Jesus. Whatever the case may be, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed to even mention She-Hulk.
And multiple people mentioned it. This is not. There are multiple accounts talking about how She-Hulk got ratings and Acolyte and She-Hulk suffered the same review bomb from the Dude Bros.
Nope, it doesn't matter. And because if the Dude Bros don't like it, the rest of you should have been a carrying audience.
But that's the thing.
You're not.
But Dre, Jed, to go back to what this idiot says here, talking about viral tweets, this and that. Jed, these people have no idea what is meaningful, what actually constitutes traction and interaction. You mentioned before, these kind of people think parrot analytics means something.
Lord. They're so in their own bubbles that they think that is all that reality is. So they believe that the majority of people like the show because the majority of the people they know and interact with like the show. And that's all that matters. And they can't imagine a perspective outside of their own. This is actually a fundamental lapse of empathy. I think empathy is a lot more broad than just the emotional. There's intellectual empathy, realizing that people live different experiences than you on the other side of the planet. Life is different. People will have different opinions than you, but they can't accept that. So it must be review bombing. To them, review bombing is just not liking anything they like. But as soon as they hate something and go crazy bombing it, that's not review bombing. I'm just expressing my opinion.
Yeah. But
this is a diagnosable delusion.
And Jed,
these are diagnosable issues.
The sites that get review bombed, they're the most inaccurate, easily malleable, manipulated websites in the world.
Yeah, and they're manipulated in both directions constantly. Yeah. They're irrelevant.
Yeah. So Disney Star Wars, right? And I only brought this up just to pair with our conversation from last week for the fact that this is where they are. They think it's a great story to talk about the Acolyte again after 2 years. It's been 2 years since that disaster. And they think suddenly that that's a conversation that's going to move the needle. We are a month away from The Mandalorian and Grogu. Literally, less than a month. 29 days till I'm going to parade around at Galaxy's Edge on May 25th. Jed's probably going to be holding the camera, and I'm going to have my face painted if we can make it work. We're discovering there may be a problem with that, but we're going to figure it out. If not, we'll make it up to you guys in some other way. But I'm going to parade around with a
We can
goddamn.
definitely do it at Disney Springs for the movie. There is a place to do it at Disney Springs.
All right, so we
that
might
one's
have to
completely fine. But
we
the
might
other
have
one,
to
iffy.
We might have to change the metrics of the face painting. Point is, I've been walking around, pretending to be a stand, making a fool of myself with a goddamn baby Yoda in a papoose on my chest. I have to talk to it and tell it it's good and it's proud. We're gonna have footage of me building a lightsaber and Brad standing there laughing at me the whole time, and a droid. I have to go virtually propose to a Rey actress, tell her how great Reylos are. I have to do all kinds of shit but I'm doing it as a parody of what these people are. But we are a month away and there is zero enthusiasm. And one of the things that's going to be interesting, the antics that I'm going to be doing on camera, Daily Doom aside, Jed, I'm very interested in how empty is that part going to be on Star
Wars
Day.
Be empty. May 4th, there might be some interest there.
That's the fake
uptick.
fans. The fake fans are
one.
Convinced that May 4th, May that 4th be with you, is Star Wars Day.
What's really sad is everything that you're going to be doing, people have done before there and will do again. Mm-hmm. It's not a parody that's so over the top that's like, that dude's making fun. Disney legitimately has seen people talk to their baby Yodas, stroke their baby Yodas, talk about Reylos, all this stuff. And that's so sad and depressing that all of this has legitimately happened.
Yeah, and I got to pretend that the whole point of this is, one, you guys paid me to do it, but two, we're also doing this as a social experiment to show you that these people, this is how they behave. It's what they do. So just to remind you guys, on May 25th, that weekend, there'll be no roundtable, no drive-in, because I'll be in Florida. But May 25th, Monday, Memorial Day weekend, myself and a few others, we will be at Hollywood Studios, Galaxy's Edge in Orlando, Florida, for the Day of Doom, where I will pretend to be a stand as we walk around and experience what Galaxy's Edge has to offer. And then later that day, we're going to go see The Mandalorian and Grogu in a Disney theater. There'll be a little recorded evidence that the baby's in my lap, because that's part of it. He has to be in my lap the whole movie. There'll be recorded evidence, and also sometimes I might not be known I'm being recorded, so that doesn't count as me breaking character. If I'm reviled while watching that, I can't. There was nothing in there that said I had to be happy while watching the movie. That is not part of the deal. The part of the deal is that while I'm on stream, once I'm off, yeah. So there's gonna be all kinds of stuff but we're less than a month away already. Even though a couple weeks ago, no one's talking about it. They're talking about the Acolyte. Trey, that's what I'm saying. They're talking about the Acolyte more than they're talking about the Mandalorian and Grogu in less than a month.
That's crazy.
Because nobody cares. Mandalorian season
no
3
chance.
Killed that show and those characters. There's zero interest for it. I would be shocked if this movie made more than 350.
Listen, I'm
stunned.
over betting just to cover my ass. 450 is the ceiling.
That's smart.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, you can't get. I like when you mentioned that just now that Mandalorian Grogu was coming out in less than a month. I'll be honest with you, I forgot that movie was coming out. You know what movie I'm thinking about right now? I've not been to the theaters at all this year, but I will be going to theaters on May 8th. Mortal Kombat 2 is coming out.
Oh,
I'm gonna go see Mortal Kombat.
That and Street Fighter. Stupid fun.
Yep.
The two fighter-based gaming movies gonna be stupid fun.
Yep. I'm gonna turn my brain off. Oh, they are gonna make money.
And you know why, Drake? They're gonna kill that.
Have a good time.
They're gonna kill Original Cole. They're killing
as they should.
Off. They're killing that guy off.
Get rid of him. He shouldn't have been the first one.
Yeah, he's what ruined the first one.
Yeah,
that should have been a Scorpion movie. Should have been a Scorpion movie.
He brought that movie down. So yeah, I'm gonna turn my brain off and see Kung Lao and all them other jokers do unspeakable things to each other. Yeah. I'm gonna enjoy that, and then I'm gonna enjoy Street Fighter.
That Street Fighter. Remember the trailer we've seen? Street Fighter completely understood the assignment.
Yep.
We are hamming it up. It is cliched. It is campy, and we don't care. We know what we are.
We got good looking women.
Yep.
We got hulked out looking dudes.
Yep.
Everybody understood the assignment. We like Vega looks great. He used to be my favorite character. I'm looking forward to seeing Vega in real time. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have myself a good time with the films I actually go see this year. I'm gonna have myself a good time.
Yeah.
Mandalorian Grogu. I literally forgot that movie even came out. And I mean, it's coming out, and I forgot Supergirl was even coming out too. I forgot
can't
these
forget
films are even real.
I'm not allowed to
Like,
forget.
and then you were like, every week we talk about it, then I immediately forget the moment our stream is over. I immediately forget these don't exist.
So
Then the next one, I'm like, God, no, I'm not watching this garbage. I'm not watching no Mandalorian. The Mandalorian lost all of its credence after the Book of Boba Fett show. It undid all the goodwill, in my personal opinion, from the second season. Some people don't like the second season as much, but I really enjoyed it.
Goodwill, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed the second season. They were like, "Oh, it's a cameo fest, bringing back characters," but I enjoyed it. I had fun bringing back Master Luke and do cool stuff. Like, there was a lot of cool stuff going on in the second season, and then it was the end of the journey. He brought the baby to Luke, and we're good. Then the Book of Boba Fett segued and like, let's go get this baby back. What? Who wrote this? And then you get the baby back,
Skywalker,
and then all into Jake Skywalker, and then like, let's put Bo-Katan in this and make her the lead. What? I didn't come to watch Bo-Katan girl bossing around. I didn't come to see that, and nobody did. Hence why everybody walked away.
Darksaber,
and the Darksaber is the all to end all. Darksaber, everybody. Oh yeah, Darksaber. No, man, just stop, man. And like, everybody missed the assignment. We got Jack Black and Lizzo and just nonsense. See, Jed, you see? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Those two were in it.
You pushed it out of your brain because you don't hate yourself.
Because I had to.
And now you parlay that. Like, we're going to have a Mandalorian Grogu movie. What's it about? It's just a longer episode.
We don't know. We still don't know.
Just stop.
So
just turn it off.
So you mentioned, Dre, there the Street Fighter movie. Have you guys seen the controversy about the Street Fighter movie?
No, I haven't.
I think it's hilarious. So there's a new term floating around amongst the Stan spheres, the same Twitter accounts that we see gushing over Star Wars, James Gunn, all that type of stuff, right? They have a new term that really came about because of 50 Cent's hairline in the movie.
Okay.
That's what triggered this. And they are calling it accuracy rot. We're always calling for accuracy, and now they're like, see, this is what happens when you get your accuracy. Accuracy rot is going to be a problem the next few years because they
rot my brain
to us to dismiss accuracy in the source material.
So
that's their counter for us being pro.
So accuracy rot is when things look the way they're supposed to?
Yep.
Because Balrog in Street Fighter 2 had the triangle hairline.
But they thought it was cringe, so then
but they like Galadriel Warrior Princess.
I don't want to hear nothing that some 18-year-old ice mocha drinking white woman thinks about Street Fighter. Boba, that's right. I'm old. Boba drinkers are talking about. If you look at an accurate, first of all, you didn't play the game. Let's get that out of the way. You didn't play Street Fighter 2. I did. I played Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super, and every remake they ever did. The amount of money I spent on that franchise would rival the freaking cost of a small country. All right? Then I parlayed and played Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter Alpha 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3. Then Third Strike, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 4, and 5. Don't play with me.
Are you playing 6? Are you playing 6 right now?
I've retired since.
Okay, because the rumor is they're bringing Tifa as a playable character in the upcoming DLC.
That's something. That's nice.
Tifa, yeah.
That's something. But this is my point. People that weren't there, that didn't enjoy it in its heyday, are being like, I don't like it. Derp. It's not for you. Sit down. You have no money. This isn't for you. This is for me to enjoy. This is for me to turn my brain off and see punches, kicks, fireballs, stretchy people, and hot Asians.
You know what? Okay? Let's watch the trailer real quick. Let's watch the Street Fighter trailer real quick. Let's do that real quick. I don't know if we're getting hit for it at this point. I don't care.
But I just love that that's their counter for us. Always saying, "Hey, we want the source material to be respected. We want an attempt made for accuracy." Now they're just like, "No, accuracy rot." That's how they very artfully countered our argument.
Just admit that you're garbage. How hard is that? Just say that I'm trash, and I don't like my mother. And I should be ashamed of myself for being born. Just admit it. Let's just cut out the middleman. I'm trash, and I know it. It's okay, man. Like, I don't
Alright.
like the fact that accuracy is shown. Kill yourself.
All right, let's watch this. Let's watch it. Let's watch getting the assignment right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I got good news, y'all. Gathered here are the world's best fighters. I won't deny. I'm
just gonna pause it. We're gonna probably get hit for this soon. Hello, honey. That's a good stop right there.
Now we're talking. You see, this is what Jesus intended.
I'm
You see
okay
what I'm
with
saying?
Chun-Li. I'm okay with
Chun-Li looks
Chun-Li.
great.
I
Dawson
have
looks
no
great.
idea what the story is gonna be based
Doesn't
on.
matter.
No! I kind of figured it out. It's basically they're putting a real focus on Ken in this one as being all washed out, and she's trying to bring together. They're actually doing kind of a reverse of what Guile did in one of the cartoon versions. Chun-Li's putting a team together, and
I'm fine with that.
she's finding Ken and Ryu and trying to get them out of whatever they are and get it all going, because of course everybody has a beef with Bison. Everybody does.
Yeah,
because
of course.
he's Bison. So.
Street Fighter. But only one of it.
Cody Rhodes. Oh, hello,
Now
Cammy.
look at my girl Cammy, dog. Look what we doing.
Listen, I'm a Chun-Li girl. I'm a Chun-Li
What
guy.
are we doing? I'm a
Chun-Li
big
guy.
Cam. Look. Cammy was my main back in the day. I ain't gonna hold.
Chun-Li was my main.
I love me some Cammy.
Chun-Li was my main way back in the day.
Cannon Spike. What we doing?
The world champion.
Okay, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh
all wrong
no.
with Look at Vega. Look how good Vega looks.
Oh
Look at
no.
Volvo.
He's got the accurate haircut.
Perfect.
Oh no, accuracy rot.
Rot my brain then. Rot my
See,
brain.
I never really played these in detail. I played Street Fighter arcade machines before, and my main was that dude from the beginning, the Asian monk looking dude. He doesn't say Hadouken. What does he say?
Calls him Yoga
yes.
Flame, Yoga
Yes.
Fire.
That's the guy I always played. That tells you how much I know about this franchise. But I'd always pick him for some reason.
Anyway, so that, oh no, proper haircut. I like it.
And it doesn't look that bad.
It's
perfect.
video gamey. It's video gaming.
Perfect.
World champion of Street Fighter. You win. Perfect.
People are fit. Everybody's fit. That's where you
We
go
got
with it.
Dan up in here. We got
Yeah.
Dan reference. We got good stuff.
anymore. You're a sideshow.
What's up, MTV? I'm Ken Masters.
Breaking the car.
Yeah, good stuff.
Breaking the car.
This is your shot at redemption.
Oh, look at that.
That was great.
That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great.
Who are you gonna show?
That's
Nice.
the moves.
Back
That's
roll.
the moves.
Back roll. Yep.
That's the move.
Now, he's not the one of
Now I like this dude playing Ryu. This guy's he is great at martial arts. He does his own choreography. This guy's cool. He's a good actor. I like this guy. This guy's good.
Maybe it's Ken's turn to be champion.
That's a good tonal shift right now. Let's calm it down. The boys are gonna get back together. All right. Now let's put a note in this. This is Capcom. Capcom is a part of this. We're gonna talk about Capcom. We're gonna rush through our final segment because this wasn't intended. We're doing this for the fun of the game.
How did you
But notice Capcom successes. Capcom.
find me?
It's been a killer year for them.
Who
Yeah.
paid to find champion?
Zangief. They even got the. Dre's not here. Dre's not here. They got the chest hair. There's your rot, Jed. The chest hair. You know, Zangief has very distinctive chest hair. It's a design, and they got it right there.
Even if they're lost?
I think the only thing I don't like is Ken's top knot ponytail. I'm not digging that. That's bugging me. Dre, did you see Zangief with the chest hair? The chest hair.
Yeah, it everything they're doing with this, they understood the assignment and they're rolling with it.
Yeah.
You give me what I want. Give me Street Fighter 2. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
they're doing it.
Chun-Li is Interpol. She's Interpol.
Yeah, because
So
she is.
she's putting together a team to take down Shadowlaw, who she's got beef with.
Yep.
Good to see you, old friend. Still reckless.
This is good. It's great choreography. It's fantastic. And I love it.
Sit down. This tournament is not.
Did you hear the laugh? Did you hear the laugh?
Oh. Good stuff.
But it seems we have to be ready.
Oh, hello. This movie has the sex appeal for everybody. It's giving everybody what they want. Beefcake, cheesecake, it's all there. Yoga Flame. Yeah, there's your boy. Yoga Flame.
Yeah, that was my main back in the day.
Everyone keeps going on about your thighs.
All right,
Lord,
that is.
oh,
that's a stop shot right there. I mean, there's. All right, here's the thing: the thighs versus the butt. It's always Cammy's butt versus Chun-Li's thighs, and that is a proper meta joke right there. Everybody's 100%. Always going on about your thighs, and then they show that ass.
Yep, 100%.
And they got her in the second look. It's not OG look. That's her Shadow Law look. Right there.
It is.
So
I think there's the movie.
I think they're skipping over Cammy Brainwash or Cammy Undercover. Looks like they're going right to Agent of Shadow Law.
Yeah. I think they're doing that. I think she's probably going to already have psycho power in this. So
yeah. So right there. Woof. Whoa. Sign me up.
I don't see what the big deal is.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Yep. Spinning bird kick.
Yeah, they are going to ham this up.
Look at my girl,
dude.
What are we doing?
That onesie is, woo!
That jump is struggling.
It's holding on for dear life right there. Point is,
we can make movies like this again. Like 20 years ago, this movie could have existed.
Chad, while watching, look up the budget for this. Right? Look up the budget while we watch this. I want to know what the budget is for this because I have a feeling this is going to be one of the most successful movies of the year. I just have a
it probably will be.
Yeah,
God knows I'm going.
Look at they do the move. German.
That's my joint.
They do the move.
E Honda. Yep. That's what I'm saying, man. They know what they're doing.
Now, Roman Reigns as Akuma. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're even stooping in Akuma into this one.
Yeah.
Dark Hadou.
Yeah. We're not playing around.
That means they're not giving Bison to Ryu. That means he's gonna have to deal with Akuma.
Yep. I like it.
Fucking A, dude.
It looks good.
I'm okay. I'm okay with Roman Reigns doing it. It's not a hard role to play.
Nope.
Nope.
Just be dominant and mean-spirited.
And
that's it.
And do the choreography because you are a wrestling superstar. You could do the choreography. I'm okay with it. Oh, there it is. He's fighting Ryu right there.
That was some abracadabra shit.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, you see it. Shoryuken. We go. Shoryuken. We do it. We do it. Oh, and that's Momoa. That's Momoa as Blanca.
Yeah, that's good.
You get good. Drake Momoa with his shirt off.
Get the women in the door.
Everybody with their shirt off in this.
But everybody. Oh, women are showing up for this. Women are showing up. My wife wants to see this movie. You know why my wife wants to see this movie, Adam? Because Roman Reigns is in this movie.
Okay.
And she is in love with him.
Okay.
So we are going to go see this movie.
It's an even trade. You'll get your Cammy, she'll get her Roman. Everybody's happy.
Everybody's going to win this day.
Yeah.
Everyone wins.
That is Jason Momoa as Blanca.
Yep.
Fight.
I'm positive that a fireball came out of Ryu.
Go it, Ryu!
Hadouken!
Great.
Now, okay, this is fascinating. Now, I didn't see it was October 16th. This thing is essentially going head-to-head with Clayface.
And it's going to win.
Crush it.
It's going head-to-head with Clayface.
No doubt.
Jed, what's our box office on this? I mean, what's our budget? What's our budget?
It hasn't been revealed yet.
Hasn't been?
Reportedly high. So I'm guessing 200 million.
All right, but I think this thing is going to have so much goodwill.
Oh my goodness gracious me! Yes.
Yeah.
It's just
I
gonna
want
make
movies
money.
like this to make $1 billion. Like these are
Yeah.
dumb, fun movies that aren't so dumb, like Fast and Furious, where you feel like you're a dumber person for having watched it. This is just dumb fun. We're gonna have a great time. I do want to watch this movie.
Oh, I'm excited for this now.
Even
I didn't
without the
care.
nostalgia.
Here's the thing, Jed. I didn't care about this before. After this trailer, I'm excited. This trailer did what a trailer is supposed to do, Dre. It tempted me with its goodness. It shook its ass. It literally shook its ass in my face and said, "Come and get it."
It did. And this is what a trailer's supposed to do. Give me enough to get me in the door.
We still don't know what the real story is. We know it's about redemption for Ken. Clearly, Chumley's putting a team together. That's all we got from this.
And that's all we really need,
Yeah.
because now I can fill in all the blanks later on. I know that there's going to be an issue. I know there's going to be some camaraderie issues. And I know there's going to be a massive big bad to face. And now, because I know lore and I've played these games for decades, I know either freaking M. Bison is going to be the final boss, or it's going to be a Coon.
Yeah.
They're going to be one of the final bosses. And I'm all here for it.
And this
It's
thing
simple
is
stuff.
This shit is littered with nostalgia ass, nostalgia titty, nostalgia penis. It's all over. It's littered with it. It's goddamn Caligula in there. All right,
It is Caligula in this. That's true.
this
It's facts.
trailer is Caligula. It's got all of it in
The
there.
hermaphrodite of goodness.
No. Now you made it dirty. Now you made it dirty.
That's what you were saying.
Hermaphrodite of goodness.
Now you made it dirty.
I'm
Point
sorry.
is,
That's going to be. That's the word of the week. Nostalgia penis. That's.
They showed the moves.
Yeah.
That's
They
your
showed
word,
the
Dre.
and
It is. That is my
well,
word.
yeah, that's why I used it. But to Jed's point, this thing is covered in accuracy rot. It's covered in. Let me get a good shot of it. I mean, all right, we'll leave it on there.
yeah,
It's
that's
covered
a
in
good
accuracy
shot.
rot. Those are the uniforms.
100%. Those are the
In-
outfits. They're
of
perfect.
beautiful women.
Yep. You don't see any frumpy looking broads in this. Where the ugly women at, Adam? I
All
don't
I
see
see
a
are-
one.
Now, mind you, they're not as busty as the characters
Of
are, but I'm
course.
going to forgive it because there's still two
Yes.
beautiful women.
Yeah, video
Yes.
games and anime, they exaggerate a little
Of
bit.
course they exaggerate, but they made
Yeah.
it their business to get beautiful women to
Yeah.
play these
And-
roles.
Clearly, women who can do the choreography as well.
100%.
They're gonna, and that's what we want to see. We don't want to see. And yes, we all love the Raul Julia memes. For me,
Yes,
it was a
of course,
Tuesday.
of course.
That nobody could do the choreography in that movie. Nobody
No.
could.
And
Except
Jean-Claude
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
was in that.
Except Van Damme, because he's
Yeah.
Van Damme. But
Yeah, that's the only one.
but
I can
They
tell
got-
this Cammy or this Cam or whatever the
Yeah.
butt chick. She
Cammy.
wants to be here though. She's
Yeah.
not gonna. I don't see her being ScarJo in 10 years. Like, oh my god, they sexualized me. Like just the way that she's smiling, she loves this.
Yeah.
She knows what the assignment is. And
Yeah.
like most of the, and from what I can tell, once again, a lot of this is a lot of quick screens. I don't see any A-list celebrities in this joint. I didn't see
I
it.
see a lot of mid tiers.
Yeah, I see a lot of
A
people
lot
that
of
just want to get
recognizable
work.
faces.
Recognizable
and
faces,
wrestlers.
like-
Outside of
they-
Jason Momoa,
Yeah.
who
And he's going to
who-
be in heavy CGI and makeup.
exactly.
And-
Everyone
and I
else
mean-
in this joint is wrestlers or martial artists. off
Wrestlers
the street.
and the dude who plays Ryu's, he starred in the show Warrior, which was a good show. I only saw the first 2 seasons. I kind of tapped out after that. I didn't go back. But that dude's a good actor. He's great at martial arts. So I mean, it's like they went for the right people. And you know what?
Yeah.
Get WWE superstars.
Yes.
People like to watch these guys.
Yes.
Cody,
I don't want any more wrestlers as mainline actors like
Yeah.
The Rock, Dave Bautista, stuff
Yeah.
like that. But in a film like this, it's
Cody
perfect.
Rhodes,
This in Mortal
Guile,
Kombat.
I'm
Do it.
okay with it.
That's perfect.
Fine.
Cody Rhodes' Guile is perfect. Roman Reigns as Akuma is perfect. And whoever else they sprinkled in there, because I think they grabbed some other people.
There's a couple of us in there. There's a couple of us.
So I'm just like, yo, this is how you utilize these people's skill and talent. They go on there like, hey, I'm gonna put all you people in a Street Fighter movie.
You're all fit as fuck.
You're making good sense to me. You're
Yeah.
making good sense to me. So this movie's gonna get my money.
They-
I will be
I mean,
here day one.
Drake,
For sure.
Cody Rhodes has Guile's haircut.
It's perfect.
He's gonna break out the comb at one point. You know
Yep.
it.
You got to.
They,
He's got to.
it's all there. I mean, they ran away from his haircut with Van Damme. That's full on everything. Everything looks like the game.
Yep. 100%.
Gonna look unbelievable. We're all there for it, and we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have. I cannot wait to have a fun conversation about this in October. I can't.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah.
About it. We're gonna have a good time. Can't wait for it. So Street Fighter, this is the assignment, and they understood. And once we get the budget, we'll start making predictions. And I think this is going to be, I think sleeper hit is the wrong word, but I really think, I mean, and this is a Paramount movie, guys. This is Paramount.
New
God, do they need a win?
Paramount Skydance might get one of the biggest wins this year. Both
it could
goodwill
easily be
and
one of
money.
the most profitable movies.
And well received movies. It's gonna be well received.
It's not going to be included in award season. There's no chance.
No,
But nobody wants award season.
And nobody cares about that
Not
crap.
these days.
I want to laugh and look at a couple hot chicks because we're getting Chun-Li versus Cammy. We're gonna
I
get
want
it.
to see that.
We're
I want to see
gonna
that.
get
And I need my Chun-Li versus Vega fight. I
We
need
saw
that in my life.
We saw that. She kicked him in the face.
In my veins, please, quickly,
Yeah.
quickly.
Listen.
Like, this is what I want. This is what I want
Street
to see.
Fighter animated movie Chun-Li Vega, one of the greatest animated fights of all time.
Tremendous.
Also,
Tremendous.
not just because it led in with a Chun-Li shower scene before that.
That's also true.
We saw everything. It's great. I was surprised. I went to that movie. I'm like, Street Fighter movie, cool. And I'm sitting there. We're in the third act. Suddenly, oh, she's naked in the shower.
Big naked.
Big naked. And then she fought him to the death. She
That was
kicked
wild.
him to death.
That was wild. That was good stuff.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Yeah, so
Good
I'm
movie.
very
That's how the
excited.
Black
And my
Widow
man,
movie should have started.
well, nobody.
In a perfect
Anyway,
world.
all right.
Like the 2014 Black Widow movie.
We're overtime, so we're going to rush through this last one. Okay, we're going to rush through this just because I want to make sure we talk about it because it is in the description of the title day, and was news this week. So since we are talking video games and accuracy and fun stuff like that, Pragmata dropped a couple weeks ago now. It's been 2 weeks. Pragmata dropped. Capcom's second big drop of the year so far. Its first one was Resident Evil. And for the first part of this right now, I'll just show this game is already in the first 2 days, and this is last week's metrics. We don't have updated. In its first 2 days, sold 1 million copies. So off to a good start it's a $60 game. They're not asking $70, $80 for it. It was
The
in
new
development.
IP.
New IP was in development hell, but it's got a ton of goodwill from gamers. At the same time, Resident Evil Requiem has sold over 7 million at this point. And now tack on Street Fighter coming out, the movie. Capcom, they seem to be resurrecting themselves from their DEI mistakes of the past few years. So
As
let's
they
just
should.
put that out of the way. And it might have something to do with the fact that some of that Arab money is involved. The Saudis have a 10% stake in Capcom now. They might be saying, now, of course, this stuff was in development long before this got done, but they're influencing. They're influencing. So we have all
Absolutely.
that. So now Pragmata came out. And as we said earlier, none of us have played this game. Eventually we may, but as of right now, I've got other games on my plate that I'm playing. I can only be addicted to Crimson Desert and nothing else right now. That's just the way it is. Gamers love this game. Apparently the gameplay is fantastic. It's challenging enough. The story is good. It's engaging. And you're drawn in by the characters of Hugh and the AI that he names Diana, which is this adorable, cute little girl, which has taken the internet by storm. And listen, you have no soul if you don't find her cute. You have no soul.
You baby.
Babe, it's just the little dance, the happy dance. She does a happy dance. It's how can you not all the happy? So she's a cute, adorable. It's a great surrogate father. And Jed, you've talked about it a couple times now, how they've really overdone the surrogate father-daughter thing a lot.
In general, yeah.
But when they do it with proper passion like this and proper development, it works. And it is working.
And it is different. He's not a reluctant father figure.
Yeah.
Being forced into it again and again and again until he accepts it. Or gruff and surly like Kratos.
He needs her help to fight them bad AI.
Yeah, he's very protective right off the bat. He's like, all right, I'm going to get you out of here. Wait, you're helpful? All right, let's do this. Like
You're my hacker on my shoulder.
He accepts it very soon and gives into this, very good relationship.
And I've seen some video game play, even in situations during combat, he'll throw her out of the way if it's an especially nasty hit. He'll toss her aside. Don't let the baby get hit. Don't let the baby get hit. So a game that has been massively well received by gamers, by its actual audience, is making Capcom money, is getting Capcom a bunch of goodwill. What has been the reaction by other parties?
Do you know, Dre? Have you
you
been
know what's
seeing
going on?
any of the
Dre,
controversy?
you know what's going on
No,
right now?
I haven't.
So
you're probably the best person to comment on this.
I'm
Okay.
going
All
to
right.
educate you. Okay, so
Oh yes, please educate me.
we're going to educate you right now.
Oh,
So
yeah.
right away, gaming cannot allow Pragmata's Diana fan club to flourish. Dre, they've come out and said if you think Diana is cute, you're a predator. You're a PDF file.
Come on, man. See, here we go.
Yeah.
That's the problem with extreme cultures. We cannot even acknowledge when something is well rendered. And okay, now that's what I will say. If somebody's talking about doing something sexual,
there will be
the
freaks. Yeah.
Now there will be freaky deakies.
Always freaks.
I give no exception to those people. But when somebody's just acknowledging that a character is doing what she's supposed to do, which is to be a cute looking innocent character, you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Dre, at some point in the game, she holds up a crayon colored picture of her and Hugh. This is us together.
It's awesome.
Apparently it was AI, so people are upset that there's AI art like that.
Oh, for God's sake, you have to let that go.
But Dre, in the game, when you're in your safe house, you buy her things to play with, and you play with. You play hide and seek with her. You buy her a slide that she can play on. You play with her to increase your affinity. You have fun with her. There's different glamour stuff. You can put little rabbit ears or rabbit horns on her head, and
that's cool.
You have fun with her. Change her hairstyle.
I think that's cool. And once again, it's looking through the outlook of a parent.
Yeah,
we're looking through an outlook of you know what I mean, like from a perspective, like, oh, this is a little girl that you still want to feel like things are normal. Things are like being a little girl, doing little girl things. That's the way I look at that. The moment I look at that, I'm like, oh, that's a little girl.
Right. They're calling this the dad simulator because a lot of
100%.
dudes are saying, man, I want to be a dad. Look at this.
And as some of that is a father, that's the first thing my brain went to. I'm like, oh,
so according to Hassan, you're an incel if you want to have a family.
Well, we're not just talking about Piker. We ain't talking about Piker in his trash. We got other.
I just mean that there's a lot of those types of people.
And we're going to touch on one of them. But this came from The Gamer, written by, as community note said, who hasn't even played the game. She goes on this whole diatribe. Would you like to know who Stacey Henley is, the person who wrote this article?
Some woman.
Stacey Henley is from Newcastle, born and based, editor-in-chief at The Gamer, and an award-winning features writer with experience across written and video content. She won stupid awards. She's been with The Gamer since 2021. Blah, blah, blah. Industry focus. Stacey mostly covers analysis across AAA sphere, focusing on industry shifts, social issues, and consumer backlash, as well as television and cinema. So she has no particular focus. But here's where I say I call bullshit on her as a gamer. Listen to her top 7 favorite games, which I call bullshit on. This is not a collection of. It shows you have no favorite. You pick these from a list. Her top 7 games, which she considers a perfectly rational number to stop at, are Mass Effect 2, Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, Pokemon Heart Gold, Baldur's Gate 3, Red Dead 2, Spyro 2, Gateway to Glimmer, and Dragon Age 2. And she collected all 151 Pokemon Blue when she was in Greece. So first of all,
just stop talking.
First of all, she got Blue, which proves that she was a problem. She had Blue.
I can't.
But I mean,
who made this bio? Fire them.
But I mean, Dre, she's about as fake as you can be with this list
puts
of
a
games.
7? What? Who oh, that's a perfect. No, shut up.
IGN puts 7 on everything.
3, 5, or 10.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And you pick games that everybody knows, man.
That's why it's fake.
The only one on this list that I would give a little credit to, I guess, is Crash Bandicoot 3. I like Warped. I actually like that better than the other two. But other than that, the rest of this stuff is by the numbers. These are the games that everyone's expecting you to know. Okay, first of all, I have a big problem. First of all, it's some
look at her.
Childless broad is making some daggone crazy.
Ain't no man touch that.
Statement. Not a single soul. None. Not a penis in sight. No, not even close.
Yeah.
And you're making a judgment on a father's perspective. That's insane.
Well, it gets worse. So you want to talk about father's perspective? Here's the biggest controversy coming out of this.
Really disgusting on this, honestly.
All right, you know who Tim Pool is, right? Dre?
Yes,
you know,
yes.
The beanie.
Oh,
the
yes,
beanie.
yes.
Well,
yes,
he
yes,
has a Zoomer, I guess, contributor.
Well, you
Mary
have a Zoomer
Morgan.
contributor.
Yeah,
Another woman, huh?
Oh,
Golly,
yeah,
boy,
but
it's just-
I'm gonna read this to you.
This is really
Here,
bad.
this is what really stirred everybody into a frothing frenzy on our. She's supposed to be on our side of the argument, and this is where I want to go with this now.
Sure.
Lots of strange reactions to this game. Let's clear some things up. Remember, Jed, we worked it out. She's 23. She's 23, right? We worked
Yes.
it out.
Oh
23.
my God, a
This
baby.
girl is
Okay.
23 years old. Childless men do not have paternal instincts the way that childless women have maternal instincts. We observe this even in the way little girls play versus little boys. Men first experience paternal instincts once they have their own children, and typically those paternal instincts are only ever felt for their own children and no one else's. Men are not nurturers. Men don't gush over cute kids in public. Men don't have baby fever. If a man wants to possess a child for any reason other than it being a product of his own lineage, he is likely a predator. And you'd be taking the feminist, radical gender abolitionist position to protest any of the above points. This should explain why a dad simulator game marketed to mostly childless men gives people the creeps.
Can women
If you
stop
argue with
speaking
her-
on this stuff? And like the idea of saying, "Oh, if you argue against my points, that means you're a predator." Take it from someone that has a kid. Before I had my kid, I've raised kids that
Yeah.
are not my biological children.
Yeah.
So I don't know where she's getting this idea from. I don't understand. Like during every mentorship program is usually run by men, whether it be sports, whether it be getting somebody off the street.
Jay, she has a counter for you on that because she continued. Those denying biology here, would you hire a male babysitter? Would you meet your kid's kindergarten teacher? And if it's a dude, how do you feel about that? What do women have what women have the men don't? Are we beginning to understand each other now? Men aren't women. None of those is a knock against men. It's just true.
It is the knock against men. She said anyone who cares about kids is a predator.
That's insanity.
And I have baby fever sometimes. My wife and I are having those conversations right now.
Yeah.
Men have baby fever. We don't express it in the same way, sure, especially because culturally, if I went to a Disney park and ran up to a kid in a stroller and started gushing over it, I'd be arrested. But if my wife did it, everything's going to be fine. So that is cultural.
Yeah. And listen, I am well above the normal marrying age at this point. I have not made wise decisions in my life. I cannot afford a family. I'm not even in the place where I'm going to find a girl that remotely is compatible with me and where I live right now. But as old as I am, I still am holding out hope that I can sell the family right now.
Sure.
I'm still holding up. I want a child of my own. I want my line to continue through me, not just my family. My family has done well enough. My grandfather's line continues, but my line, my own father's line, right now it's me. And I want a family. I would love to be a dad. I'm not going to walk up like to a kid in public and go, ooh. I'm not going to publicly talk about cuteness, but I appreciate cuteness. I appreciate adorableness.
Of course.
But we do it in normal ways.
Yes. And this is an appropriate way of displaying paternal affection. The paternal feeling is through this simulator. Like the idea of having a dad simulator is so offensive to, once again, a woman.
Yeah.
Yo, let dudes have our thing. We like to we love our children. The idea that a man can only love a child that's only his own. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you somebody that's been black a very long time. Okay. The expression baby mama comes from my people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There is an entire generation that grew up on a show called Maury. All right. Everybody on there, you're not the father, blah, blah, blah. Oh, despite the fact that I'm not the father, I'm still going to raise this baby. We have paternal instincts for children that are not our own. That's documented. This infant baby, dumb, cocaine snorting Mary Morgan has no idea how the real life works.
Because she's a 23-year-old, know nothing. She has zero life experience, and she is protected by the beanie. She's protected by the beanie has defended her. And that's where I want to end this conversation in this final part of the discussion. The beanie is a so-called protector of rights. He's supposed to be covering the news and telling this shit. No, Tim Pool rides the fence so hard, it's halfway up his ass.
Ooh.
And when you sanction this shit, it once again proves that you have no business commenting on anything. Not politically,
I don't understand.
Not culturally, nothing.
And like I'm no fan of this guy whatsoever.
Never been a fan.
Never will be. But the idea that now I don't know if he has family. I have no idea if he has a wife and children. I have no clue.
He has a wife.
But the idea that you would push and him always standing against propaganda, you're going to sit there and say that a man that has paternal instincts, that does not have biological children himself, is a predator, is offensive on so many levels. I don't know how you, as someone that I know he's always stood against the woke mob and all this other whatever,
but it's fake now.
Yeah, and I never
don't trust these people.
I can't understand how you can sit there and agree with a dumb broad that has no life experience and has never experienced anything, especially not the love of a good man. Clearly, you sit there and co-sign on behavior that is incendiary. This is something that is incendiary.
Mm-hmm.
You are now saying,
it has lit a fire under a ton of people this week.
Exactly. Like it's either going to go one or two ways. One, people are going to think every guy that's ever looked at as a child and like, oh my God, I love this baby, is some type of predator. Or individuals that's on my spectrum, people that are parents, are like, what the heck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You childless cow. What are you talking about? You know nothing about paternal instincts. And to have a woman speak about paternal instincts is the most wildest thing I've ever heard.
23-year-old nothing. And listen,
with clearly no long-term relationship.
And at the same time, I'm going to say it, she's not even hot enough to be on the hot crazy scale. She's not. She's not. So, and listen, the only reason I didn't talk about it this week is because if I had played the game, I could have found a really way to start discussion, but I haven't played the game. I've been watching all the coverage, watching the discussion, and I thought, I'm going to save this for this weekend so we can have a three-way discussion here where we can get the proper perspectives and make sure that I didn't miss anything. Jed, we talked about this on Tryhards on Friday. We have watched stuff all week. I haven't really missed anything in this conversation, have I? I didn't leave anything out. I haven't miscolored any of the facts, have I?
No, not that I'm aware of.
No, so
I'm following the same information.
Yeah. So I wanted to make sure I had all the information straight, to make sure that we understood what we were looking at. Jed mentioned something we're not going to talk about. Hassan Piker, that piece of shit. He called all of us incels, called this and that. He weighed in on it. Yeah,
both sides are damaging men's health a lot right now.
Yeah,
these ideas, and the only thing I will agree with her on is that typically the way that men and women express nurturing is different. I do believe that's true, but that's also important. This is a dad simulator because it's all about protecting a child, protecting innocence. That's the dad simulator. That is the role of a father traditionally. And it's going to be different than a mom simulator. She thinks she has some gotcha that, oh yeah, women or girls play with dolls so that they have, that's how you know that they have maternal instincts, and guys don't. So you know that they don't. And little boys play with toys. I don't know how many times you guys did this, but there was always someone in distress that are hero toys.
I was just going to say, and what do little boys do?
Absolutely.
Little boys read comics and stories and play games where they are saving women and protecting women and saving the day and being the hero. That's
saving
the same,
children. The cat out of the tree is the classic metaphor. That's how they express those inbuilt instincts. It's different, yes, but it's absolutely still there.
Yeah.
And it's vile that you would say otherwise.
So in the end, this entire Pragmata discussion, in my opinion, is we'll close it on the wrong button. I did it again. That's the daily dive thing. This whole Pragmata discussion, this discourse, I think has been massively important for two reasons. One, on a gaming financial front, it's Capcom getting wins, which Capcom needs to do. It's proving Capcom can still be a good game developer. They can still make good games. You got RE9, you got this. They're coming out with they're part of the Street Fighter 2 movie. I think they've emerged from the shackles of the we'll say it for lack of a better term, the DEI woke agenda of the past several years where it had infected them. They were doing some stupid shit in their own company. It looks like they're getting away from that. The other thing is this pragmatic discussion of culturally wise about men and parenting instincts, paternal instincts, desires for family, cuteness, how it's not weird, all that stuff. It's showing you who the villains are, and the villains are on all sides, which is why don't listen to any of these fucking influencers anymore. It's time to stop watching Tim Pool. It's time to stop watching Hassan Piker. It's time to stop listening to these people, these either older than they should, older than these people like Tim Pool, who has no business talking about the things he talks about, or someone like Mary Morgan, who knows nothing and has zero life experience. Is not a gamer.
In their own bubbles.
It's not a it's not a gamer. Isn't a parent. Hasn't obviously had any experience with family, real family. I mean, that girl probably has some serious issues in her background to talk like that. And warning to any man: don't put your dick in that. Do not.
Don't. Please.
You will lose it. You will lose it.
She's going to be one of those women that take full custody just because you're
there's teeth down there. There are teeth down there in her. Okay. So
it will rip it off.
Do not. It's time to listen. You could call what we do here influencing. I don't consider. We're just morons talking on a live stream about gaming and culture and giving our opinions. I'm not trying to influence anybody. Only thing I want to influence you to do eventually is buy my book. That's all I want to influence you to do. And now I do that by being entertaining. I'm not telling you a thing. This is why I don't cover politics, because I'm not trying to give you an opinion on anything. I want you to have fun when you're watching me, and I want to point you in the direction of fun and tell you when something is shit. But guys like Tim Pool, guys like Hassan Piker, these are influencers who make their living trying to guide the herd. It's time to stop these people from having any sort of say or traction, because you know what? They don't know shit. And also, they're not good people in the end.
No,
they want you
they're not.
to. I mean, we're definitely not talking about it. Look at the quartering. Look at the quartering.
Goodness.
That is not a subject matter for this channel. You want to hear that? Go to Dermy's channel, where I do pop up once in a while to have discussions on that. But the quartering, none of these people should be talked to or interest or listened to, because they don't know anything. They're all grifters. They're all fakes. And that's where I think that's why this whole situation is so important. Good gaming is happening again. We should celebrate good gaming, as we keep saying. And it's time to realize, stop listening to now what are the new version of the talking heads. They're idiots. They're fake. They're grifters. And they just want your money. Yeah, I want your money too, but I'm at least giving you a service for it. I'm going to provide you with gaming and books. Anybody want to say anything else before we wrap this up?
Only thing I want to say is that anybody that hears this, that especially as a guy, do not let anybody sway your your paternal instincts. Don't let any of these psychopaths, any of these morons sway you being a good person towards children, sway being a good person toward your children, anyone. Continue to be a good person. And if you're able to live out or emphasize the things that you want to do as a parent through this game, please explore that. Do not allow these people to call you a predator. Do not allow these people to call you something that you're not. Continue to be a good person. Continue to use paternal instincts, because this is the things that these people hate. So please continue to do that.
Yeah. And I understand what Hammond's saying, that the normies need somebody to talk to, but I think the normies can probably find a better way. There's probably better,
especially these days.
Especially Tim Pool, who's a fence sitter. He's wishy-washy. He has been. I remember in 2020 when I was fed up with legacy media, I was looking for another outlet for information. I watched all of 10 minutes of Tim Pool, and I said, I can't do this. This dude's going back and forth. He's not making an unofficial opinion, anything. And I walked away. I said, I can't do this. So I understand it's a good point, but I feel like there's got to be a better option, and not an influencer. Just find somebody who's giving you the facts.
Yeah.
There's got to be people out there who are just going to give you the facts. There has to be. Anyway, we are well over time, so we're going to wrap it up so Dre's pizza doesn't get cold.
My pizza.
Don't keep doing that. I'm sorry. I still feel bad about that from that day. Anyway, all right, let's pinch our wares and get the hell out of here. Jen.
You can all find me on YouTube at The Endless Frontiers because I'm traveling for that conference most of this week. There won't be any live streams until Thursday night at the earliest, when I'm going to be doing my rider flight at 6 p.m. Hopefully. That's the plan right now. We'll see if it happens. And then, of course, Tryhards this Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on Dermy Wormy's channel. Crimson Desert when I can. And Saturday Night Driving, which, to Adam's great relief, will not be The Rise of Skywalker. I spared him that, even though I scared him with it.
He got me good last night. I had a bad day yesterday where I couldn't quite wake up all day. So I was not all there, and he suckered me. I thought for a second he was going to dump Rise of Skywalker on me. He got me completely. I was shameful.
But I provided a better option for him. We're going to be watching the Clint Eastwood World War II movie, Where Eagles Dare, this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. Dre.
All right. So shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to the chat. You guys have been fantastic. You can always follow me on Twitter at TheBrood00. And of course, when I actually have some time to drop videos, they'll be on the Brutal Playing Comics YouTube channel. Definitely check that out for sure. And of course, check out my website, bpcomics.io, for all my comics, voice work, and all other great stuff. Do those great YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Okay, as for me, tonight I will be, as usual, every Sunday I go do a little show called Wormhole Watch with Duke Devil 95, Bradley Burnett, Filtered Fractured, and Hitman. And we have a special guest tonight, which means I have to be on camera when we're discussing. There's a rule when guests are on, I get on camera. Quarter Black Garrett is joining us tonight to watch an episode, to watch the Cisco and Jake episode when they're in the Bajoran solar sail thing. We're doing that one tonight. It's a dad episode. It's a dad episode.
Yes,
but Drake,
very much a dad episode.
The transformation begins.
Yes, it is.
A man named Cisco, the Hawk transformation. It's where it begins. The goatee appears, and very soon that head will be shaved, and he'll be going Spencer. Anyway, so we'll be doing Wormhole Watch. You can catch that every Wednesday when Brad puts out the edit on his channel, Duke Devil 95. As for me, rest of the week, I'm going to try and get back to normal this week with live streaming Daily Dive, although there is going to be a new rule for Daily Dive. It will no longer be at a static 1 p.m. start time. I will, anytime between 1 and 6, if I'm ready to go, I will go. So you simply have to pay attention because I can no longer keep up the schedule the way it was. And when it happens, it'll happen at a moment where I'm ready to go. And sometimes it's better to let the day go on, let more information come out, a lot more stories unfold. So when Daily Dive happens during the week, it will be anytime essentially between, I would say, noon and 6. Just keep your eyes open, have that notification prepared. Other than that, we've got more Crimson Desert coming. I'm 286 hours.
Damn.
286 hours. I can't stop. Someday. I'm first starting chapter 8, but I've done a lot.
Do you think you'll hit 500 hours?
I don't know. Depends on how much more there is to do between me doing chapters. That's the question. I found an island yesterday in the southeast corner of the map that had turtles on it. It had a relic there, so it was worth it. And I killed some turtles for no reason, just to get them because I couldn't pick them up. So the only way to get them was to kill them and get them on my knowledge tree. I dined on turtle soup, Trey.
Was it good?
That just went right over your head, didn't it, young man?
Yeah,
tonight I dined on turtle soup.
TMNT.
We're old. He's young.
Okay.
I didn't know they actually said that in a turtle.
Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
Turtle soup.
Shredder.
I love that game.
It's a good game.
I love that game. Anyway, there'll be more Crimson Desert. Anything else this week? I don't know. We'll figure out how the week goes along. Like Jay said, we got Drive-In next Saturday. We've got the Tryhards on Dermy's channel, 10 p.m. Eastern every Friday. I'll be there, except for the weekend of the Day of Doom. I'll be traveling. Dermy's has something else installed for that. And then, of course, we'll be back here next week, 3 p.m. Eastern, for another roundtable. Thank you one and all for being here this week. You guys were great as always. We appreciate your support. Hit those like buttons. Subscribe if you had a good time. Watch other live streams, other videos. Links for everybody are in the description below. And we'll catch you next time. Until then, take it easy, everybody.